All righty, man. Let me leave out real quick. Leave out this studio real quick. What's good, everybody, man? Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Rundown, hosted by your boy Darrel Long, the Simp God. Today we have a lot of topics. We're talking about Corey Holcomb, Anton Daniels, and the lead attorney, and Oshay Duke Jackson, and the Joe Budden Podcast, and JustPearlyThings, and Jasmine Crockett. Tariq Nasheed goes back and forth with Deante on about this FBA versus ICE stuff. And you got Bill Gates and Melinda Gates versus Jeffrey Epstein. You got the whole letter from Nancy Guthrie. Is that how her name is pronounced? Nancy Guthrie. And of course, again, I am the host, Darrel Long. You feel me? We up. Let's grind. And a few of y'all done got me bugging. So let's start early with some of y'all. Let's go ahead and do some house cleaning right now. Let's go ahead and do some house cleaning. I'm talking about immediately. Because it needs to be done. And I gotta say it. Right? I gotta say it. So let me go ahead and just film this one. Because this is crazy. I have situations where sometimes you just got to tell the truth. Sometimes you just have to tell the truth and people hate it. Right? So I got into it with this girl on Facebook. And you know why I got into it? Because for years, she has traditionally talked about black men who date other races of women. Come to find out, she got a fucking white husband now. When I go at her, she get mad at her feelings, blah, 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 easy work. But then one of my biracial cousins come out of nowhere. Oh, what's wrong with biracial people? Cousin, I never said anything was wrong with biracial people. What I said was there's something wrong with the ideology of a black woman that's mad at a black man for dating white women. When you come from a white woman, when you are a black woman, eating a fucking vanilla Snickers every night. We're clearly talking about ideologies, but because you got that slow ass degenerative genes inside your bloodlines, you can't comprehend. Yeah, we're gonna have to start off real strong today. Then she gonna message me back telling something. Did you give up after how embarrassing it was that everybody was supporting my biracial family? No, bitch. Do you want my attention? You want some black dick or something? What you send me messages for? I emailed her husband. Why your wife sending me messages, bro? It seemed like she wants some black pipe. Okay. Seem like your wife. Listen, man. Let me start this right. Shout out to everybody that joined yesterday. The show was sponsored by my brother Stoic. Appreciate you, my brother. I don't expect everybody to sponsor the shows every day, guys. I know y'all come in. I know y'all support. I don't expect y'all to sponsor the shows every day. All right. We do have memberships open. We do have super chats now. We do got super things. We got the hype button. Hype me up. Hit the like button. Do all of that. You feel me? Yesterday we did 7-8 hours. I'm gonna try to do the same thing today. God willing. You feel me? God willing. And yeah, bro, that's why I can't listen. And listen, Ghetto Stoic. It's not that I don't like listening to people in biracial relationships or interracial relationships, but what I don't like is when I see people shaming other individuals for what they like, but then you want some shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? That was just on my mind, y'all, because I was going back and forth with my cousin on Facebook. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna keep it up there. If y'all want to go see it, go look at it. I sure the hell did. I'm standing on business in 2026. And then some of y'all people who think that y'all matter to me and y'all haven't even met my kids, you haven't supported my channel. Ghetto Stoic have supported this channel more than my cousin Amber, right? My cousin Amber got upset because I was talking about biracials and wanted to interject herself into the conversation. Well, Amber, let me tell you this, little cousin. Let me tell you this. I've never judged you for being biracial, but you've never also judged black men for dating women like your mother, who is a white woman. So stop interjecting yourself in shit that has nothing to do with y'all. Then maybe you will get married and not be a baby mama one day. All right? All right. Now that we got the housekeeping out the way, how's everybody's day? Yeah, shout out to Ghetto Stoic. Ghetto, bro. I was sending these people links and everything. They told me something. How can we support somebody who goes against biracial relationships? Bitch, you ain't never supported me. When was you coming to Central Michigan to support me? When have you ever supported me? Again, my brother Ghetto Stoic sponsored a show yesterday. That money goes to my family. That money goes to my kids. That money goes back to the stream. New microphones, new computers, new everything. How y'all think we got $150 microphone? Look, child, I'm about to lead y'all straight. How y'all think we got $150 mic arm and a $500? Bro, this is damn near $800 just to talk on this little mic right here. Y'all don't support shit. Again, shout out to Ghetto Stoic. Let me go look at my members real quick. Shout out to Ghetto Stoic. Shout out to Nay. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to AT2. I don't see Amber as one of my members. I don't see you as one of my members, baby cousin. So how the fuck you think you can come talk to me? You can't talk to me. You a blood relative, but we not family. Just make that shit clear. Who is this? I am supporting for you, bro. Hey, you want to support whoever you are? Send a super chat. Show me. Just like Wishicall said. Ghetto Stoic said, put your money where your mouth is. You feel me? And shout out to Ghetto Stoic. I'd rather be a part of something that is still in the building process. I feel better watching it grow. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Because you know me, I'm going to always come with the receipts. Look at it again. Shout out to my brother Ghetto Stoic with the $5 super chat.
That nigga's a goddamn $5 boot right now. $5 boot.
$5 boot.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Ooh, cash make the coochie go woo woo.
Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, man. That's the first one in. Bro. Again, they made it seem like I was just disrespecting. No, you came over there being disrespectful under a conversation that had nothing to do with y'all, and then y'all want me to spare y'all. I'm not sparing shit. Nobody spared me. And I can really get into this. I can get into how my mother was treated by how y'all. When last time you saw my mother? Man, fuck out of here, bro. You ain't show my moms no love the last few years. I don't want to hear shit from you. Last time I saw your father, he was trying to check me and I had to let him know I'm too grown for you to check me now, little nigga. Let it be known. That's why I put names on that so we can get back to you. You feel me? Let's stop playing these games, dog. Y'all be sitting around here. On complete bullshit. Might want to hear that shit. Now let's get into the content, bro. Let's get into the content. First video, before I get into Corey Holcomb video, Anton Daniels has responded to Freezy. Anton Daniels, come on, bro. Don't come over here begging and shit in my chat. Fuck over here, bro. Fuck are you? Damn. Niggas always come here on that whole shit. Look, Anton Daniels responded to Freezy this morning on his morning wake-up show, and it's super lit. And guys, look, I got a new Wi-Fi router. It's giving me faster and faster and faster dedicated streams. So I'm about to start streaming in 4K. That's right. You about to start streaming in 4K soon. But everybody like how everything look now, but we about to start streaming in full on 4K. All right, that's a fact. Anyway, I'm done with this recording right here. I guess I said everything I had to say in that video. Let's go and see what Anton had to say in this video. Break it down and see what he had to say about Freezy. I'm gonna throw the fair use up because they be doing everything they can to take a brother down. So if you're watching on a small channel, you need to make your if you're watching on the vertical stream, make your way to the horizontal stream, and then come here and see it for yourself. All right. Let's go see what Anton Daniels had to say about Freezy right now.
Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Axiom AI says, with no profile picture, he says, I wonder will Anton get exposed for trying to manipulate women by using his platform? Like, I'm trying to get some head right now. What you talking about?
So somebody sent a super chat saying, Anton, I wonder when Anton will get exposed for trying to manipulate women by using his platform. And of course, Anton, being the man that he is, he's not going to answer on some Christian shit. He's not going to answer on some Christian shit. He's going to go to some pimp shit. He's going to go into, hey, have your chick, have your grandma, have your daughter. They all can come over here and play on Anton nuts right now. That's basically what Anton, and that's what I'm saying. This is why most people don't believe he's a Christian. That's why they don't believe that that bullshit grift that he be on, bro. And it's all starting to fall apart now. The one thing I can say about Freezy, even though he on some bullshit, he is, he making a dent in Anton armor. The fact that Anton even responding to somebody like Freezy tells me that Freezy is doing something right, bro. Hey, let's go.
The channel and turn on your notifications. Axiom AI says, with no profile picture, he says, I wonder will Anton get exposed for trying to manipulate women by using his platform? Like, I'm trying to get some head right now. What you talking about? What? Nigga, what? What are you talking about? I'm trying to get you to get your mama to come over here and put her head on my pillow.
Man, nigga, Anton demon. So because bro went into this, they gonna go into how women and kids supposed to be off limits and all that shit, right? They gonna go into how women and kids supposed to be off limits at all times. But Anton's gonna address that. He gonna address how he never said that women and kids were off limits. That's not what Anton said he was doing. He not for that. Fair use. Let's keep going. Shout out to my brother Ghetto. He said the stream looking crispy. He said everything looking good on our end. Let's go back to Anton video and see what happened, dog. Shit crazy, B.
What you talking about, boy? I'm trying to get your grandma with Billy Gumdrop, trying to get your grandma to take her dentures out right now. All gum job. Gummy bear. Trying to get your grandmother to give me the gum drop. Axiom AI. Check it out, bro. Tell Gam I said I like her. And I like what she got going on over there. I know she used to be a spry young thing.
You know the funny thing about this clip when I was watching it back, Anton, is I just couldn't help but think about how you, as your wife, the very first time that you met her, do she give head? So I think it's funny. I gotta get my watch. I feel naked. I think it's funny that you walking around trying to give insults about how somebody else grandma might be giving you fellatio, when in real life it was actually the love of your life that was probably giving other men fellatio. I'm just saying. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get to that Hebrew Israelite shit, because I just don't. I mean, bro, you might as well just say that nigga name. You literally describe Freezy, then you describe what Freezy's story is, then you describe Freezy video to a T. Man, the nigga made a video saying I was talking about Hebrew Israelite wives. Then he posted pictures that I didn't post off the internet and shit. Bro, just say you watched that nigga video. Bro, you a demon, dog. Let's keep going so I can hear this shit. Oh, and Freezy wants the timestamp. I don't got it because the shit's still live. But hey, let's go.
They used to call her Billy Gumdrop back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that
nigga
nigga be protecting, bro. I feel like that nigga be calling his, like, your chick was undoubtedly giving head back in the day, B. What's good, Trey? My loyal knight. Oh, Trey on mute still. I let him up. Whenever he go off mute, he can come in and speak for himself. Shout out to, I don't know who that is, bro. Don't be coming in and dropping niggas' names in my chat that I don't know. Delete that shit. What is you doing, blood? I don't know you. What's up, Trey?
Yo.
Man, another day, another dollar, B.
Yes, sir.
How was everything on your end?
Man, same shit. Another day, another dollar. You know what I mean? Early day for me. Take them when I get them. You feel me? Take them when I get them. They don't come every day. You know what I mean? So I enjoy it when they do.
Hey, let's keep cooking. Anton talking about Hebrew Israelites. Let's get straight to it.
Oh, snap. Oh, hold on, wait. Before you get into that, did you catch a whiff for the fanny jump?
Did I do what?
Did you catch a whiff for the fanny jump on Freezy channel?
Nah, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, you gotta look at the fanny jump whenever you can.
All right, your mic kind of low too. You said that I catch Freezy on Team Fatty channel?
No, Fanny. Like Fanny was on Fanny
Damn,
P.
bro, hold on, I gotta grab my headphones just to hear you. What you say?
I said Fanny P. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Fanny P. She was on Freezy channel. He had interviewed her last night.
Yeah, I don't really know Shorty like that. Who is she?
She was like, all right. So don't you know how when I first had hopped in and all that, she was already here before that. But then me and Drip came around the same time. You feel what I'm saying? It was always me, her, Next Level, Slimmy, on the Drip show. You feel what I'm saying? Like you know how the Drip show was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when the Drip show first came out, like it was always like the same core people. Then you feel what I'm saying? You know, gradually people stopped. You know what I mean? But yeah, Fanny was, you feel what I'm saying, one of the original ones, because you know when Drip first started his channel, he had Glow as his co-host.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was about to say. So you gotta go look at that little interview.
But who is the Fanny P girl to Anton? That's what I don't understand.
Oh, she was a bag chaser.
Yeah, but like I can go sign up right now for $15 and start calling myself a bag chaser too. So who is she to Anton though?
She was on the panels and all that. I mean, she got some.
Nah, I don't think so. Was there anything behind the scenes that was proven, not just spoken about, proven?
I mean, shit, as far as I know, I don't, you feel what I'm saying? Listen, I can't confirm.
You see what I'm saying? Because, like, I don't want to listen to, like, that's why I didn't listen to the whole Tawana stream, because we already know Anton's an asshole. We already know Anton's talking about wives and kids. Like, tell me something I don't know. And
Yeah.
Even though I think that audience just having fun watching Freezy act like a bitch and cry about Anton, but in actuality, they're not talking about anything that nobody hasn't already talked about. The Six to Goddess shit. We been did that. The Tawana shit. We been did that. Like, so for him to pull out a bag chaser who is not directly, I'm talking about directly connected to this nigga, that got text messages that you can show us of him talking about people, wives, and kids. Something new.
Shit like that.
I heard it saying, "Oh yeah, I was on the panel and Anton might have disrespected me, and then he might disrespect black women." Bitch, he was doing that when you became a bag chaser. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So I don't know, bro. Like, if you really want to, I'll go over it, like a little bit of it, but I promise you, that's what I'm gonna hear. Anton was a hoe ass nigga, but he was all of that when you became a bag chaser.
No, but and then I was about to say, but the whole man, you gotta redo it on your own time to see what they were talking about. Cause it's some shit in there where you gonna be like, damn, like what the fuck, like, you know what I mean? But I mean, it probably don't interest you. You've been in this space a little bit longer than me. But
Yeah, I've known this individual for so long, bro, that it'd take something very, like, if somebody had evidence that he was cheating on his wife, that'd be something that'd spark my interest.
Oh no,
like,
they was coming at everybody last night.
Yeah, they was going at Slimmy and everybody. I don't give a fuck about Anton little side soldiers like Slimmy, because guess what? Freezy used to be Slimmy. That's like a fact, bro.
Shit like that.
Like, Freezy just 9 months ago, it wasn't like it was 3 or 4 years ago. Just 9 months ago, this nigga was Slimmy. Fanny P. Why did it take for Freezy to come out against Anton for you to now notice he a hoe ass nigga? The fuck? And you, so I don't understand that. Why would I want to listen to an ex bag chaser? No, you was over there supporting Anton financially, mentally. You was part of the reason why Anton can get on there and say, man, I got 1,000 people support me. You were one of those motherfuckers. What made you see? I want to ask her that. What made you actually want to be a bag chaser? Were you not aware of Anton shitting on black women? Were you not aware of Anton's? Go ahead.
She had said all that in the interview. As far as, when they were talking, she had said why she became a bag chaser and all that. Yeah. Like it was I wouldn't tell you to look at it if it wasn't interesting. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it's definitely it's reviewable. But like I say, you probably would want to do it on your own time to get what you feel what I'm saying, get what you want or what you can out of it. You feel what I'm saying? Or if you can't get nothing out of it at all, you feel what I'm saying? That's your thing. But I mean, as far as what they were talking about, bro, they were talking about drip. They were talking about everybody, bro. Like, yeah, they were talking about some Drip started calling the bag chasers whack chasers, and then tried to say that he ain't had no
bro, I can't even, and I love my nigga Drip to death, but unless the full video get posted, I don't even want to talk about Drip, because you know what I'm saying, in my humble opinion, man, and you know, we all got our different opinions. He don't like certain shit I do, whatever, bro. But at the end of the day, he protecting niggas, because the video is gonna go against everything Freezy say. He don't talk about wives, kids, blah 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 blah. But Freezy was doing all of that shit that night. But if we keeping it 1,000, Freezy, why you won't go over the Izzy Band's content again and keep going over it? Keep hearing people say my name, bro. You was really upset that Anton didn't acknowledge you in the chat, and the fact that we skating around that shit is absolutely diabolical.
Bro, that shit was wild to me, bro. I swear to. And then he tried to make it seem like it was something. I'm like, bro, no, bro, you said it right there. It was very clear, bro. You said because you didn't say my name, nigga.
The shit demon time, bro.
Yo, and then what was crazier, in that same interview, he said that he still was going on the bag chases and sending them super chats after that whole situation.
That nigga Freezy, until Anton really started going at him, he wasn't even dissing Anton. He was like, hey man, I just left over there, man, because I don't know why, man. Anton just haven't been pulling me up, man. I just don't know why, man.
Shit like that. He was even still supporting the nigga after that whole situation. I'm sitting over here like, man, stop it, bro. That's what I don't respect about it. I'm sitting over here like, bro, you wanted to be just like the nigga.
Nah, I you talking about that nigga Freezy like you wasn't doing the same exact things. That's all I'm just on. And that's why Freezy would never in a million years come here and have a conversation with me. Because the first thing I'm gonna do is go and I'm gonna tell Freezy before you try to pull this stunt, well, let me go prove Darrel wrong. I'm gonna pull up and no. Because the first thing I'm gonna do, Freezy, is pull up a video where Anton talking about Hebrew Israelite wives. Because you a pussy ass nigga, you're gonna say, I never seen that clip before. I never knew nothing about Anton talking about this with people wives. And then I'm gonna have to go to me and your text messages, right? The text messages that I conveniently kept all these years later.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Then you want to tell the people, why was you dissing Anton with Darrel Long, the nigga that was talking about Anton's wife and children, only for you to end up working with Anton Daniels? I mean, how the fuck did that happen? You don't want to do that. Just like Anton did then, you want to keep me silent. You want to suppress me just like the rest of the niggas. And it's only because you don't want the truth out. And that is because you're clout chasing right now. You've been a nobody for the last 20 fucking years. You're finally getting some attention. You're finally getting some recognition, right? Niggas patting you on the wrist saying, oh my God, I'm so sorry for how Anton treated you. Are you okay, Freezy? This shit crazy.
That's how it is, though. I was about to say, and man, listen, man.
Niggas went into the fucking box with the lions and wood, cause that's what Anton them niggas is over there, lions and woods, nigga. You went over there with them niggas, and then your bitch ass got bit, and then you talking about some other. Anton bit me, and when I was sick, I had pneumonia, and he didn't call me back. But then we got that nigga Drip on your on Sharon channel saying that when that nigga Freezy was sick, I was talking to that nigga all the time. So you had more than enough time to talk to niggas.
Bro, my whole thing is how many times, like, people ain't even really thinking about it like this, bro. How many times in life were you sick, right? And then your people say, yeah, don't even call my phone. Don't call my phone until you get better. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going over there. You feel me? I don't get me sick. How many times you heard that? You feel what I'm saying?
But that's your family too. Like, these are two 50-year-old mans. They have no contracts together, no nothing. These are like I always said, bro. Freezy was in love with Anton more than Anton was in love with Freezy. That's just the facts, bro. That nigga Freezy was in love with this nigga Anton, and Anton, he just saw Freezy as another nigga that popped up in the back to do videos with him. He never saw Freezy as an equal. That's why he never gave him a contract the way he gave Mika a contract. Right? He gave these other women a contract. Freezy, why didn't you have a contract? Oh, could it be because he never gave a fuck?
That could be. I'm at a bad spot right now.
All right, am I back?
Yeah, you back.
I didn't even know the Wi-Fi switched, bro. I gotta fix this shit. It's updating. I hate when I get a new router. I got a new router and it's updating. Man, I hate that shit. Anyway, Freezy, you are the problem here, bro. I just want to make that very, 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 very clear. You was talking to that nigga Drip while you was sick, crying that this nigga Anton didn't call you back, bro. It's the most feminist shit I've ever seen in my life. But let's go ahead and go back to when Anton responds to you and and give you some visibility, the visibility that you've been begging him for.
Winter Fresh, Mac. Listen, Winter Fresh. All of y'all must be new to what we doing over here on Millionaire Morning Show. I have a sneaking suspicion that a lot of people must be new here. So now it's all a big deal. Oh my God, he can't believe Anton is going back and forth with the chat. The chat is a part of the show.
No, give me 1 sec. I gotta switch back to my main Wi-Fi. Give me 1 second. It just got finished updating. It's a fucking problem.
Out of that whole thing, no, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I mess with Sandy P, man. I think that she was
All right, are we good now?
Yeah, we good. I was about to say, but out of that whole thing, out that interview for real, I ain't gonna lie. Like as far as Fanny P go, I ain't got no you feel what I'm saying, quarrels with Fanny P. Fanny P, you feel what I'm saying, she held it down. And man, she just stated her opinion about every goddamn body. That shit was crazy. You know, she was there the whole time throughout all the goddamn arguments and everything. She was damn near there every day.
I might go tap in and watch it, bro, just to get some extra watch time hours and shit. You know what I'm saying? I like look, this is what I do. If y'all send me anything on this, whether it's $1, $10, whatever it is, then I'll go ahead and I'll do the reaction, bro. You feel me? It's just when it comes to because if somebody donate, I definitely honor a donator. It's just when it comes to that whole situation with them, I get sick and tired of niggas who wanted to use Anton but never actually like once they realized that they got everything they could out the situation or Anton dumped them, now it's come back to they acting like they me or something, like they was standing on business from the beginning. No, you wasn't. What you was doing was what was best for you from the beginning. You wasn't doing what was best for the black people. You was doing what was best for the black community. You was doing what was best for you. And then when it wasn't good for you, you know what I'm saying? What's the old saying? What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Shit like that.
When it stopped being good for you, it wasn't good for you no more.
You know what I mean? Shit like that.
I don't like that shit, bro. Even if it's Anton, you know what I'm saying, and I don't fuck with Buddy, it's still the principle.
Shit like that. I was about to say, and that's the whole thing, right? Because I left immediately. You feel me? It wasn't no, you know what I mean? Because like I say, I came in this space on some old, you feel what I'm saying? Like my heart was broke, bro, torn to pieces, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like I lost my cousin and a motherfucker I've been fucking with since I was 6 years old in the same year. My first cousin, you feel what I'm saying? Mind you, my father a twin. You feel what I'm saying? So you can just imagine how close we was. You know what I mean? I was, you feel what I'm saying, butt hurt when I came in this motherfucking space. Man, when that nigga had pulled me up on the screen talking about something, because I said, fuck the police, I said, oh, nah, I can't be around here. I said, this nigga straight, that's a phony ass. How the fuck you claim, oh, yeah, you from Detroit, but if a motherfucker say, fuck the police, you try to drag him. I don't understand it.
I think that a lot of niggas like Anton, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got these fucking personality orders. You know what I'm saying? Because Anton, he the type of dude that if I'm being perfectly frank, he be over here I think he be recruiting niggas like Freezy, niggas who are fans. And then he do this purposely, knowing that they gonna have a little temper transfer. Sometimes I don't know with this nigga, bro, because he had to know Freezy was over there with us. His bro used to be in the chats. He used to be on Lucky videos. When I pop up, I got a whole video where it was me, Lucky, Freezy, and that was after me and her fell out. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand. I think Time Dog, you must got some weak advisors around you that's allowing you to be sentimental when you need to focus on business and stop letting certain people into your crew. If Freezy haven't taught you that, I don't know what will. I just don't. You real talk, nigga. But anyway, let's go.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's get to the when I send you this though, I don't want you to review it right now. I want you to, you feel what I'm saying, watch it, then review it. You feel what I'm saying? Chop it up and screw it up and shit like that. You know what I mean?
All right, so you don't want to do a live reaction to it. You just want me to tap into it.
Type shit, yeah.
All right. All right, I definitely give it a watch. Like I said, I ain't even watched the full Tawana shit because I was there for her with her bullshit, bro. And we like in that situation, I was emotionally attached to her. We was good friends, at least good friends enough that she would tell me about her infidelities before she told her fucking husband. You know what I'm saying? So in ways, I remember somebody told me, he said, Darrel, one of your biggest problems is you don't get in somebody else's marriage. And that shit always stuck with me. Like, yeah, even though I was trying to protect her, I was still caught up in between her and her spouse. Well, I probably should have just, hey, bro, your wife cheating on you. Y'all need to go to counseling or something. But you don't do that shit. You don't do that shit. And it's just so hard for people on this app to be honest.
I was about to say the whole thing is motherfuckers can't be mad when a motherfucker keep their mouth shut. If it's not my business to tell, it ain't mine to tell you. It wasn't my business to even know. I didn't ask for this information. This information was told to me in confidence. So that's exactly how you gotta keep it. People don't be understanding that. You feel what I'm saying? I understand what you talk about as far as the marriage and all that, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. She just running her mouth.
No bullshit. All right, Freezy. Let's get back to this clip where Anton dissed you. Fair use.
We're not going to continue to try to place anybody above entertainment. And so if people see, he's not even offended. He's not even offended. So listen, this is what we do. The chat is my co-host for the show. We joke back and forth for all of the easily offended people. We joke back and forth. We go back and forth with each other. And as long as people don't get crazy and say something about somebody's kids or something like that, then we joke. Y'all gotta loosen up, bro. When did we get so easily offended? Come on, man. Y'all gotta loosen up, bro.
I think Anton's gonna lay the foundation for everything that he's ever said bad about somebody's wife or kids is a joke. The same thing that Team Portugal did when it came to his situation with the young minors. Anyway, let's keep going.
All y'all want me to do, y'all want me to be easily. Look, as usual, it's always another nigga that don't know any better. Okay, so, hey, y'all, let's break it down from a C student. We got to go back to elementary school.
So the dude said this on the screen because I got it down at the bottom. Bro said, but you said to leave family out of it. Now, Freezy, this is the part where he specifically addressed your bitch ass. And you can thank me later. You can go on Lounge Sharon channel and say, Kwame Brown reacted to my video, dog. You can go on. Listen, bro, I don't even got the energy to respond to all y'all lying ass motherfuckers, bro. I just don't. And maybe I need to watch my language since we are monetized now. I want to keep this up. But, man, oh my God. It's like, the amount of disingenuousness that I see in these spaces, people who I genuinely try to, like, even the other day I told Simp Nation about it. You know what I'm saying? When Drip texted me back the other day, was like, man, Darrel, you asked me up. They wasn't even talking shit about me on that panel. I went up there for no reason. That nigga Slimmy directly said Drip was saying a whole bunch of weird shit. It's like I tried to tell you in a text message, bro, unless you was saying a whole bunch of weird shit, then the nigga was talking shit about you. But next time, I won't call y'all niggas and tell niggas that niggas up there dragging your name through the fucking mud, lying on you, got you taking the video down because, hey, Trey, he told Drip, take the video down so the bag chasers don't come and flag your channel, dog. But at the same time, this nigga talking about Anton on a 24-hour basis. Not worry about no bag chasers flagging a nigga, getting all the money and views and subscriptions and memberships that he can get. But you think that I'm playing you, dumb nigga?
You got the.
I'm tired of letting my so-called friends get away with that. You think I'm playing you, dumb nigga? That nigga got you taking a video down that could vindicate one of the biggest names in the space. Who already told you, I promise you, Anton will pay you for the video. But you want to respect lower ADS. Shit is goofy, bro.
He need to get paid, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit be pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie. The protecting of the people is wild work because a grown man shouldn't need protection.
My thing is they done took bro channel, made bro take a video down and all type of shit. Why? Out of so-called respect, this is a business. Oh man, I'm different from y'all. I'm different. Cool. I know niggas can talk all day. What was really happening is niggas don't want to be exposed that y'all do the same thing that I was doing, talking about niggas' wives, talking about niggas' looks, talking about how Anton a hoe, and now some of y'all niggas might potentially get a chance to work with niggas in the future. Don't want to fuck that up.
Yeah, that should be bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. If something that I do affects something that you know what I'm saying, something that I do right now affect how somebody think about me in the future, so be it. It is what it is. Like, it ain't gonna stop nothing. You feel me? It's not gonna stop anything. If you really want, you feel what I'm saying, take yourself to that next level or do that, you feel what I'm saying, it's gonna happen one way or another. Everybody not gonna like what you say, especially when you get a platform where you got hella people looking at you. Everybody not gonna like it. That's, you feel what I'm saying?
I already know everybody don't like me, bro. I hit up so many of these niggas and gave them opportunities to be a part of the show. You know they told me? Nah, man, it's too risky for me. All right. I'm only extending my hand out one time to you niggas. And I do mean that. One time. I already done caught up and surpassed 85% of y'all niggas in the space already, low key.
Bruh, I was just about to say something to you about that. I said, bro, I ain't never seen nobody get monetized as fast as you. Ever. That joint happened, bro. You came on here, bro. That joint, you was monetized in like 2-3 weeks.
Next month, Daily Rundown be monetized. That's a fact. Month after that, Jilly Koi K be monetized. That's a fact. And a month after that, I'm gonna put in work for the baby channel where I post all the clips. Then I'm focusing on the tech channel that I already, because YouTube, I had so many channels back in the day that got taken down. YouTube allowed me to bring them all back. So I don't have nothing to do with them. Some of them are just sitting idly. All of them will be profitable. You heard it here first. And shout out to Anton Daniels. We was able to use his name over the last month and a half and garner 500 subscribers.
That man made, I'm about to say, I ain't even going to lie. Just people talking about his name, bringing up the videos and all that. He made some money off of that, off of YouTube alone. Man.
And my channel been doing very well because I have a history with Anton Daniels. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like Freezy. Everybody who know me know I've been talking about that nigga since almost like the beginning of my YouTube history. I wasn't like Freezy. I wasn't trying to, hey man, welcome to the Anton Daniels show. I'm the co-host, Freezy. I'm not like that, bro. I tried to tell Buddy that a long time ago. I can get money offline. When y'all forced me, when y'all took my channels away, basically brought Sin Nation down for a year and a half. I came out of that shit with a brand new truck. Some of y'all niggas still surprised. Y'all gotta stop playing, man. I'm the same guy. You can try to throw me into the fucking jungle. I'm just gonna come out of there with a mink. You feel me? And a whole bunch of food and a whole bunch of fruit and a baddie too, nigga.
And a pet lion.
Better stop it. When I say pet lion, it's probably your chick, nigga. Like, bro, ask that nigga truth is never a favor, bro. Stop playing with me. You feel me? I've been sparing Anton, because Anton, I saw that shit you say about I didn't keep my pack to you. You nigga, you good, right? You able to speak on the microphone, right? So I did keep my pack to you. Don't be saying shit like that, bro.
Man, listen. He know what's good, man. He know what's good. That's why he came. That's why when he would talk about that video, that's why he was so respectful when he was saying it.
I like Anton. Like I told him, I think there's a place for him in the community where he can teach young black boys about nothing else except how to grow on YouTube. Because initially I thought he was a financial guru. He even had me fooled then. But as I began to do my investigative skills, I figured out he was nothing more but a fucking liar. And then that's when I recruited his apprentice, and I got her to betray him twice. Oh, I can't wait. Trey, I swear to God, dog. If we don't do at least 500 on those streams, I'm gonna be disappointed in the fucking space. Because if y'all want to see the truth about Anton Daniels, look no further than the videos Lucky Marie did to defend Darrel Long. Think about that. The motherfucker that say she hate me the most, the motherfucker that walk around telling everybody Darrel Long is a stalker, right? I got videos of her defending me against her YouTube daddy.
Shit like that.
Bro, I can't wait to bust those open.
I was about to say, you got slow roll it. Take your time with it. You know what I mean? Ain't no rush. It ain't no rush.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting until I get to at least 1,000 subscribers. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm at 830 now. When I get to 1,000, that's when I'm gonna push those open. Because as of right now, the videos I'm doing about Anton, it's not gaining a new audience like it was before. I gained 500 people. Those people are pretty much here now watching me talk about Anton. In order to get another 100, another 500, it has to be a new topic. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for so long. You can't, like Anton was right. You can't ride one wave like Freezy doing.
Nah.
And truth be told, to Freezy credit, Freezy didn't build his channel talking about Anton Daniels. I will give Freezy that credit. Not fully.
He did.
Not fully. That he did a video about a year ago talking about them breaking up and shit. But after that, he was very consistent on a lot of this regular topics. You know what I'm saying?
Shit like that. Yeah, I was about to say, because I ain't gonna lie, like, and that's what I'm saying. Before this whole Anton situation resurfaced for real, I was rocking with Freezy on the heavy tip, but then after this whole Anton situation resurfaced, it was just like, bro,
I still don't got no problem with Freezy. On some real shit, Trey. I just want him to say the words, "I was hurt." Right?
No.
The same way that when that shit happened between me and Shorty in Vegas, they made me basically say, "Yeah, nigga, you was hurt about that shit." But I didn't have to say, nobody had to force me, nigga. I was genuinely hurt. That was just the truth.
Shit like that. No, but what be fucking my head up is motherfuckers always say that they here for the community, they here for the people, or whatever. Bro, you can't never forget about the little guy.
No,
and that's just how.
I mean, you could to your own detriment.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? And that's where I'm getting, you feel what I'm saying, confused. That like as far as like that's why it's like, man, I can't rock with that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, hell no, because you show it to me once, I got the, you feel what I'm saying. I can only believe that you will do it again, type shit.
I understand that. I need to go get something real quick out of my room. Let me go into this video. Let's keep going.
Wood says you the one that said leave family out of it. Yes, in real life, nigga. What we do here is the equivalent of your mama joke. Your mama so fat or whatever. Your mama this, y'all don't, okay, did we get so brain fried to where we don't know the difference between doing a general joke and actually attacking people in real life? Nigga, he don't even have a profile picture. How will we know what this nigga look like?
But this is the thing though, Time Dog. Corey Holcomb didn't attack your daughter in real life. Now, somebody else gonna say this, and he will address that whole point that, well, Corey didn't attack your daughter in real life. But this is the thing though. It's like, bro, you can't be upset that somebody feel disrespect. You can't tell people how to be like how to feel when they feel disrespected. People feel like you be on some disrespectful shit when you continuously talking about people, wives, and families almost on a daily fucking basis, dog. No cap.
Yeah, I was about to say he do that shit so often it's ridiculous. They tried drag my man Corey down the road like he was goddamn Vaughn talking about somebody's no, he went at a nigga who went at him. And it is what it is. Like my man say, he said it get ugly, man. Mamas and everybody might get involved, man. You know how I go, man. You step up over here.
That's why
you put yourself in that goddamn situation. Everybody that you associated with can get hurt.
Or at least get their feelings hurt.
Shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the facts, bro. And that's where that's when you gotta learn to just fall the fuck back. I gotta charge my mouse just died on me on my other computer. Let's keep going, man. Got too much shit going on. I should have charged this mouse last night. Let's get it.
How do we even know who this nigga mama is? That's the thing that's so interesting about when people say, well, you talked about the Hebrew.
Here we go.
That was an
Here we go, Freezy. This your part.
Nigga mama is. That's the thing that's so interesting about when people say, well, you talked about the Hebrew. Nigga, that was an edited clip where somebody threw some pictures that they found on the internet. Nigga, I'm talking in general and I'm joking. I was laughing and joking about some Hebrew Israelites that I had ran into in real life when we was walking down the street in downtown Detroit and they was preaching. And so they started making videos about me and they started posting it to the internet. And so I just started joking and cracking jokes back on them. And I said, man, y'all niggas don't be having no money. Your kids probably be dusty and all of this other stuff. Y'all need to get y'all money up and all of this, so on and so forth. Don't nobody know what these niggas ain't. Nobody put their people on the internet. But of course, because people are trying to justify anything that they can in order to justify liking somebody else or disliking somebody else, people want to try to manipulate it to be something that it's not.
Damn. And by people, he mean you, Freezy. Clearly. He mean you. You can't make this shit up, bro. What's your thoughts about this, Trey? About that nigga Anton basically saying, hey, bro, what the fuck this nigga talking about? I ain't never did none of that shit.
That shit wild.
I think that shit wild as well, low-key. Super wild. I don't know, bro. I just feel like them niggas need to relax. That nigga Anton, you know what you did. You hurt that nigga Freezy feelings, bro. It's over. There's no ifs and buts about it. That nigga Freezy is butthurt, bro. I'm talking about butthurt. I don't even know how to explain it sometimes, how that nigga be feeling, bro. I don't understand. I did a show with a nigga that betrayed Chicago Rilla, betrayed his own people. I don't understand it, bro. I don't know, man. Y'all choose to be around these niggas. Y'all choose to be in their vicinity. And then when they betray y'all, you cry about it. And then y'all all click up together on some hoe shit. You can't make this shit up, bro. I wish I could. Let me keep going, man. I gotta rearrange my fucking displays. Oh my God. Where's the video at? Sorry, y'all. We got too much shit going on. It's over here. No, it's over here. What the fuck? All right, let me come back over here for now. Let me turn this shit off. My bad. I was fucking experimenting with some shit, bro. This shit wicked. Let me turn it. Give me 1 second, guys. Lord have mercy. Let me rearrange that and put that right like this. Oh, no. There we go. Yes, sir. Ciao. All right, let's go.
So then they take what you say and then they throw in some extra pictures and they throw it on there and say, look what you was talking about. Shut the fuck. Niggas is so weak. They so weak. People are so weak. And it's amazing to me that we have to explain the difference between somebody intentionally going after a real person versus cracking jokes on the internet.
Nah, Anton, you trying to walk that shit back. But at the end of the day, when you talk about somebody, you usually talk about they like real family. Like you talk about Tyranny kids, you talk about my kids, my nigga. That's just what you do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you get online and cry like a hoe. I don't respect that shit, bro. But that's
cry like a hoe. Man, come on, man. You gonna tell that girl that her kids was going to jail and you mad because somebody called your daughter a bitch? The fuck out of here, man. Them two things don't even equate. Females get called bitches all the time, even when they young.
And never complain.
You know, even when you think about it, even in school, man, fuck you, bitch. You feel me? Like that. Like your daughter been called a bitch by one of them little boys in school. You feel me? Like
that's a fact.
It happens.
That's a super fact. What's up, Asia? What's up, Asia? I see you over here chilling, rocking out with us. Listen, we just trying to keep building a platform and doing things the right way. You feel me? Producing great content and hopefully content that you guys enjoy. Now, Corey Holcomb was on his show, and Corey Holcomb had a lot to say about the situation recently that happened with the lead attorney speaking about him, Joe Budden speaking about him, Anton Daniels, that's what he's calling him, Tampon. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. So I actually didn't watch all of the lead attorney videos. I didn't see them all, so I need to see exactly why Corey was so upset. From what I did watch, it almost made it seem like Corey had a chance to win, but Corey was offended, and shit went left.
Man, Corey. I ain't gonna lie. Corey had him in a motherfucking box before Anton finished him. He had him in a box. You know what I mean? Like in the early, like if you really watch it, like in the early parts of that conversation, Anton was holding his own. He was, you feel what I'm saying? He had got the ups, and then when Corey got in the nitty gritty, like man, fuck all that. We ain't about to start doing. Fuck the word salad. I ain't about to keep letting you talk. I'm gonna ask you straight up questions, cause we need straight up answers, and he was not trying to answer no straight up questions. That shit was crazy. But look though, I'm gonna drop down for a little minute. I'm about to go ahead and do what I gotta do up in here, and then I'm gonna just be watching the background.
All right, say less.
All
right, my brother. Tampon Daniels. Let's get back to it. Dude.
Harvey Levin's prosecuted, get out of jail?
I'm not sure. I don't know his history.
Because I think this goes federal once I get to showing the evidence I have. I think it goes federal. I don't know, but I have evidence that's going to prove how these people, we ain't worried about the dodo bird. The dodo bird, look, you saw the...
So that's the Christine Petty girl? Is that her name? I feel so useless without my other mouse just sitting here charging. I can't even use my phone. Is that the Christine Petty girl? I don't know. Is that her name? Oh my God, this girl's still going back and forth with me on Facebook, y'all. Anyway, let's stay focused on the topic. Corey Holcomb had a lawsuit with a young lady. It's everywhere now on TMZ, where she is making allegations that he assaulted her. Blah 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 blah. I've seen multiple different breakdowns of this. I'll talk about that in a second. I want to go straight to the lead attorney and the Tampon Daniels shit.
Movie Trading Places.
I remember it, but you know, it's early 80s, so.
Man, this movie Trading Places, these rich people said, oh, look at that poor guy. He's on the street. And then they had one guy who was rich and doing well. That's what happened to me. Trading Places, they grabbed a meth head off the street and turned that person into a victim and good guy and made a man who has been in the community for all these years into a woman beater. So what I'm saying to you is this, man. It's way more going on than some man hit a girl type stuff.
So yeah, on some real shit. Corey, let me address that to you, Corey. Let me address that to you. They're going to say whatever the fuck they want to say. We've been saying Anton beat women for years. Anton literally got on stage. We got a clip of him saying, "I stump her titties out." He's telling you that what he would do. But listen, you know what they're going to say? Have he done it? Yeah, okay, yeah. He said he would do A, B, C, and D, but did he? Do you have any proof? Bro, you got people that's going to defend you, and you got people that's going to defend him. You got to see where the cars land. Unfortunately, that's how this life shit work. They don't care about none of that. They got the video. They're going to weaponize it to the best of their ability. And I believe, I can't prove this, but I believe, that, they might be working together. They got good reason to, because Anton is soft. He know he can never put his hands on you. So he going to say, hit him where it hurts. His fucking pockets, his money. And then he gonna do everything he can to avoid you ever seeing you ever again. He don't want that problem, bro. Trust me. He not that guy. Let's keep going. Hey, we need super chats and we need cash apps. You feel me? And we need memberships. We got goals. I got to go in there and set some new goals in the chat. We need at least 10 super chats. We got 1 super chat down. We need 9 more super chats. We're gonna look out for the simp guy. All right, let's go.
It's way more going on. My voice on this internet, they don't like that. The backdooria men, and this is all led by a black woman, Sean Holly. This is all being orchestrated by a black woman. I can prove it. Sean Holly. She's going to come out she's being quiet as she can because she really don't want to be part of this like this. She want to be in the background pulling the strings, but stay tuned because it's coming. And on top of that, like on the meth head side of the game, who that person is coming out anyway. All of the evidence against that.
Damn, he talking about Shorty. I don't want to say her name and associate Shorty with the drug claim, but he talking about Shorty. He said, "Hey, Shorty is a meth child." Shout out to Trey with the $20 super chat. You know what this is for? On time, bro. If it's worth it, yeah. All right. I'm gonna watch it tonight. If you said watch it, Trey, $20, you got it. We're $25 in, $75 away from the stream goal. I appreciate everybody. Even if we don't hit the stream goal, we still just provide the service. You feel me? It's like Google. It's free, even if you don't watch the ads. You feel me? And I appreciate Trey for the cash app, though.
Ooh, cash make the coochie go woo woo.
With Corey Holcomb, bro, they about to be up against you for a while. This will pass, right? The Christians say this too shall pass. And in due time, this will pass. Like all things. But never. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm petty. Right now, you gotta just gotta deal with it and eat everything that come with it. As all men have to do. As all men have to do. Anyway, man, I'm done being petty for the day. Let me go back to the video. Shout out to Trey, the show sponsor. If you want to become the show sponsor, spend more than Trey. Let's go. And make sure y'all hype me up in the comments. All right, let's go, man. Let's go.
That person is about to start piling up because that person is, like I said, somebody who is a heavy drug user who used to sell nugs in front of the Indian pride. You didn't need all that's finna come out. That's nothing. That person probably finna get arrested. But I'm just saying, yeah, I don't understand. This Corey Holcomb 5150 is bigger than anybody wants to give it credit for. And they want to shut it down. I thank the 5150 Army for standing on all these lames' heads.
Hey, Corey, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Listen, I'm not freezy. I'm not going to beg for opportunity to come to the show, but I will say this. If you really want to know who Anton Daniels is, you need to come talk to me. Let me tag you, Corey, so your people can see this. If you really want to know who Anton Daniels is, you need to come talk to me. His defeat came at my feet. Well, we can break that down when your people reach out to me. Shout out to the truck and trader. Want to get started in trucking and trading and investing? Subscribe. Not marketing your own channel. Lord have mercy.
That nigga's a goddamn $5 boot right now. $5 boot.
$5 boot. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Let's keep going, B.
The 5150 Army is the reason I ain't got to do all the work by myself. We can't compete with TMZ when it comes to mass media. They got so desperate to get rid of us, they grabbed the big machine to throw dirt at me. But that'll all get cleared up too. Because I don't know why I got to them like this, but it shows the power I have. I'm just running my mouth on YouTube. I don't run my mouth all the time. I don't stack videos and try to get you to keep clickbaiting videos because this helps me get some money. And I'm not knocking nobody who do that to get money.
Oshay Duke Jackson, your turn. Oshay Duke Jackson, your turn. Listen, that boy be spamming videos, bro. Genuinely spamming videos. And I like Oshay Duke Jackson. I have no beef with Oshay Duke Jackson. I hope that he's doing well. I hope that he's blessed. I hope that he's prosperous. Hope that his family is doing well. But at the end of the day, people been saying that everybody's clout chasing Anton. No, y'all clout chasing Corey. The situation happened on Corey channel. Corey. Oh, family fine. Lord have mercy. Anyway, let's keep going, man. Shout out to, we got 45 people watching on all platforms altogether. We need at least 200 people watching. So we need to, listen, this is how we make that happen. Share the video out, right? I know all my haters. Like, I see people watching my videos. I have 6,000 views. What do y'all think these people are? Cloud watching, then they go watch Free Channel and talk and tell him everything that they saw here so he can react to it. This shit get exhausting. But anyway, man, let's go.
But some of y'all
got a lot of editing to do, and I'm getting all my work done and the reactions done. Anybody want to come up, I'm gonna drop the link right now, and you are welcome. If I rock with you, and if you can have your camera on and your microphone good, that'd be best. All right, let's go.
Respectful with it. And my name and likeness, I told people, you know, I get a 5150 show to the game. I get us to the game, but that's got to come to a halt because it's this one African scammer.
Not African scammer. Not an African scammer. What about him?
Okie dokie. That's what we'll call him. Okie dokie Jackson.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to an episode of the Okie Dokie Junk, hosted by Okie Dokie Jackson. And I guess he was probably on Freezy channel talking shit too. Corey probably got wind of that shit. Corey, if you're watching this, let me tell you right now, my face on it. Freezy is a mark. Freezy used to be on Anton. You look, I don't want to use that word because you don't like no backdooria, but Freezy used to be on Anton. You feel me? But hey, trust who y'all want to trust in this game, B. You're gonna end up just like him. Why you ain't say my name, Anton? Shout out to Izzy Bands for not putting the video down, unlike Drip. And Drip, my mans, just very disappointed at the video not going back up, considering how much, my brothers stand on truth and facts and, like context and shit. I don't know, bro. Let's go. Play 2K2.
This man has made so many videos with my name and likeness on it and got the nerve to talk crazy about me. This man said, I need to tell my lawyer what. I was like, he telling law now? This is a motherfucker who couldn't hang with the streets out here in motherfucking California, so he moved back to a place where you only need 2 haircuts a year. This motherfucker wear my gear for street cred, but act like he doing me a favor.
Oshay, you gotta respond. We know you see this shit. We know you see it. You gotta absolutely respond, man. I would actually love to hear a response from Oshay Duke Jackson by the end of the day. That way I can actually begin getting my reaction done today. That'll make me very happy. You feel me? Anyway, let me go back to the video. All right.
Talking super crazy like he is a lawyer. You all gonna see. You all gonna see. Lead in a nigga ass law. We had him up here and we all went to get something.
Lee who?
You all gonna see. You all gonna see. Lead in a nigga ass law. We had him up here and we all went to.
Wow.
Bro, you on demon time talking about some leading somebody ass into a man law. That's diabolical, bro. I hope that I don't even get flagged for that. I don't think you can even say stuff like that, Corey. Jesus Christ. But at the end of the day, he's talking about the lead attorney. Everybody. The king got the video posted still. The video that we used to play whenever lead attorney name was mentioned. It was a video of some young flamboyant men voguing, dancing, having a good time. Oh shit, bro. Anyway, let's keep going.
Get something to eat. Lead in a nigga ass law be talking mad shit and lying. Cause I don't normally watch, but I keep seeing stuff. So I'm like, let me see what this is. And when I saw it today, he didn't do it on his YouTube. This is bait. They think I'm smart enough to say their name. I mean, they think I'm dumb enough to say their name. Everybody know who we talking about.
Go ahead. What's your nickname for bro? Say it again.
This is bait. They think I'm smart enough to say their name. I mean, they think I'm dumb enough to say their name. Everybody know who we talking about. Lead in a nigga ass law is part of the crew to come at a nigga.
Hold on, Corey. Do you really believe that the lead attorney is gonna waste his time outside of just making a few dollars on YouTube to come after you on some personal shit? Like, because Corey, I watched the video a little bit further. Corey's going to go into how he believes that in his mind, that attorney is actually coming after him. Do y'all believe it? To get a bag, to get money, to get clout, and that's why he's doing it. What do y'all think? Hey, OG Patrice. I am tired. All right. Shout out to my brother Trey with the $20 coming through. He already addressed Freezy. I mean, oh, who was that? No, I'm so hot. Anton addressed Freezy earlier. I don't know if you was here for that, OG. Oh my God, this girl keep responding to me. Okay, let me keep going, bro. It's crazy. Nah, Lee got paper. Yes, I'm saying, bro, Stoic. I don't think Lee really gonna be on some like vengeful shit. I don't think he a vengeful type person. I just don't think that. I think that if anything, he might be petty. He probably respond to that shit, but I don't see lead attorney being the kind of guy that's gonna come after Corey Holcomb for no reason. Hey. Now, have he chopped the video into 1 million videos? He did a 3-hour live stream on his side channel. And did he chop the videos up into 1 million different videos? Yes, he did. Yes, he did do that. That is true. Y'all, I'm gonna drop my iPad. But this is the reason why, though. I don't think it was personal. Corey, you shouldn't take it personal. I think that it was all business because your name is popping right now in the algorithm and everybody want to make money, as much money as we possibly can in these spaces. So some people are just going to take advantage of it. Whereas I just have my own personal agenda, and I don't like when black men speak bad against other black people or black cultures. So that's why I come after Anton, but I have no reason to speak ill of your situation. That's why I haven't done a video about the whole situation with the young lady, because it's apparent to me that there's a lot of information that's not being brought forward to people like myself, which is just the public. And until I have all facts, I'm not about to judge somebody off something. I've been judged before, before everyone had all facts, and I hate that shit. No, I'm not doing that shit. Go back to the video, man. I don't think he after you though, bro. I don't know. That's kind of like an accusation, or whatever.
Yeah. Y'all was with me the whole time we saw him. Did we do anything to that man?
No.
I thought we showed him love.
Right. Yeah.
Man, this motherfucker lying like a motherfucker on the internet. This motherfucker telling people, so I called Corey's lawyer and I told Corey's lawyer that Corey said I could talk to you. I'm like, man, what is wrong with this man? Why is this man lying? I tell you what, though.
Listen to his voice, though. That shit's funny as hell. This nigga funny as hell. Corey, you a demon, bro.
I thought we showed him love.
Right. Yeah.
Man, this motherfucker lying like a motherfucker on the internet. This motherfucker telling people, so I called Corey's lawyer and I told Corey's lawyer that Corey said I could talk to you. I'm like, man, what is wrong with this man? Why is this man lying? I tell you what, though. Leading a nigga ass law and what's the tampon, both of them told me they were very tight with Kevin Samuels.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
I don't really have too much commentary because I'm blown as hell. And I'm just really enjoying this commentary. I really am. Like, dog, I don't want to like repeat the homophobic nickname that he didn't attach to Cuz, but we all been saying it. We used to call him the lady attorney. Yeah. The lady attorney. You know what? Let's keep going.
Now, I think Kevin Samuels was one of the great philosophizers when it comes to talking to women in the history of the game. But I also thought he was moist, and I'm known for saying that. Man.
We said that nigga, you know what? We said Kevin was moist too. I understand, fellas, the urge. Yeah, bro. See, Corey's starting to wake up. He's starting to wake up and realize they all in a little cabal together. They whole little gang. Fucking weird, to be honest.
But I also thought he was moist, and I'm known for saying that. Man, these dudes in this moist army is after me. Leading a nigga ass law. Okey Dokey Jackson. Tampon. They mad. When I saw leading a nigga ass law trying to act like we did something wrong by making the joke about the picture with Cool Mo D or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was like, this motherfucker is really doing this shit?
Hey, bro. Think about this. I won't even mention little homie. I won't even mention bro daughter no more. If I was Corey, because the more you do that shit, the more, in my opinion, they gonna have a case where they can say over and over and over again, Corey kept bringing up, a child. I think you should just play it smooth. The one thing I've learned is the streets is done. The streets not what it used to be no more. You can't go, you know what I'm saying? You can't go course correct situations like this the way men used to back in the day. And play it real smooth, because these individuals like Tampon Daniels, you want to call them O Jackson, whatever. And who what's the other one name? I don't want to say that, but the lady attorney, these people will really use the white system to pretty much bring you down. That's what they're going to try to do right now. The video being released magically around the same time where you get into it with, Tampon, to me, that's crazy. Be careful, bro. They got a target on you. They want to make an example out of you. They want you to lose everything. That's a fact. They want Corey Holcomb to lose everything. I'm not here for that. And I'm going to pray for Corey Holcomb, real talk. Because I can see them coming for his channel, trying to make it seem like, and then soon, let's say if they succeed, they're not going to be humble. They're going to be, yeah, we got him. That's what happened when you quit us, bag chasers. I'm telling you, you'll see. You'll see, man. Give it time. We'll see how the pendulum swings.
And I was like, okay. Let me tell you something. Tampon's offspring has won all kinds of medals according to what Tampon said. This is not a nobody. Them motherfuckers try to say if you fuck with motherfucking people who not known. What was the word? Man, get the fuck out of here.
Figures.
So I saw a little bit of Elite Attorney videos. Like I saw the whole live stream, but I was in, I was in and out of my truck working. The lead attorney argued.
Leading a nigga ass law.
Damn. Hold on, bro. The lead attorney was basically suggesting that because she was a minor, she's a private citizen, that, you know, she has certain protections that other people don't have. But Anton made it clear that she was a public citizen because she had won all these medals in a public setting, probably on TV, doing photo shoots, etc., etc. I think Corey not gonna have no problems with the lawsuit. I think Corey is gonna have an issue with his reputation and how people look at him. Because right now they spinning a narrative like, oh, Corey hit a woman, but he ain't want to hit Anton. He was scared. This is the thing though. If Corey had put Anton on the floor and then ended up sued in jail, lost his channel, lost everything, they'd be saying Anton was smart. He got knocked out, but he won money. He got his channel. He got this. Never think about what other people gonna say about you. Only care about yourself. Only care about what's good for your family. And the rest of this shit is goofy. Believe me when I tell you that shit.
Tampon. Okie dokie. Okie dokie makes so many videos with my face, name, and likeness on it. It's finna come to an end. Enjoy it while you can. I've done things to put an end to it. To use Corey Holcomb's name and likeness like that, it's gonna cost you real soon.
It's a few ways they do this to us as YouTubers. They put in cease and desist, right? They put a cease and desist in and put a copyright claim or a community guideline strike, right? Or they flag you for bullying, something like that. I'm interested in seeing how this is about to shake. Listen, Corey, I ain't gonna lie. I don't like that shit. This is America. Everybody should be able to speak freely. If they are critiquing you 1,000 times a day, you are a public figure. You should be able to deal with that. That's just my opinion. And I'm hoping I'm on your side. I'm hoping you win. But taking that position that you would take another black man money away or limit his reach, his voice purposely, I don't know. I can't be a part of that. I don't support that. Because then everybody get on here and say, we don't censor people. Child. Shaky Breaky doing $2 F-bombs. Oh my God. This nigga at an all-time low. Listen, man. Shout out to Trey with his $20. Shout out to Stoic and shout out to Truck and Trader. Dang, he doing $5 F-bombs. $2 F-bombs is diabolical, bro. Hey, man. Shout out to Shaky Breaky. Let's get it.
I never researched how to stop it because I didn't care until I see these motherfuckers smiling with me, but then lying on me and acting like I don't know what I'm doing. Remember you said it. This motherfucker Okie Dokie said, TMZ did the same thing to Corey as Corey did to Tampon. I'm like, how? These motherfuckers said I had a gun. Had somebody at the airport ask me about a gun. So Okie Dokie Jackson leading a nigga ass.
Dang. Oshay, you said that you said Corey had a pew pew. We don't use that word, Corey. A pew pew at the airport. And then let them get searched. Damn. What's up, man?
Corey Holcomb, shut the fuck up and stop crying. That's what you can do.
Everybody's
shut the fuck up and stop.
Okay.
I was like, you a victim all of a sudden. You've been lying and talking shit about people that you barely even knew and shit. And now that the heat is on your ass because we see that you a dumb nigga, been a dumb nigga. Now you want to sit and say, "Oh my God, they're lying on me." Oh my God, wait, I didn't have a pew pew. Boy, shut up. Shut your ass up. I had to come up here and say that because I'm like the court.
I'm interested to see that court case when it come out because everybody gonna cover that. He think his face. He think that he's like his name is in the media now. Boy, this just the beginning.
I'm like, nigga, you on the public platform. This is not a private platform. You're on a public platform. Everything you say will be used against you.
Hello.
So you wasn't the one that just sat here and said such and such. Where you wasn't this you that sat here and said such and such and such? Did you go on Club Shay Shay and say such and such and such? So what you trying to prove? When you take these people to court, what you trying to prove? Defamation, slander. What you trying to prove? Or you just striking people? That's a sucker move too. Because if that's the case, you need to stop.
Patrice too, because she said that she don't like Corey at all. Let me say this.
No.
I don't like what R. Kelly did in real life, but I love his music.
I still listen to his music.
And I said what I said.
I listen to his music. I was like, it make you think about, certain songs.
Nay, haven't we publicly condemned what Corey Holcomb said about his daughter?
Well, people are all.
We did a show about that, saying he was a mark.
I said we talked shit about it, but we said somebody. But these are the words that came out of your mouth. You said it, so I'm trying to figure out why can't nobody criticize anything that you say out your own mouth.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Corey, and to OG Patrice, let me tell you where I stand at it. Now, like, I respect Corey as a comedian, right? As a comedian, he is to some people he's like folklore. He's a legend. As a man, I have no personal beef with him, but yes, he do talk shit about black women. He talks shit about his own daughter. He talks shit about black men. He talks shit about Kamala Harris. He talks shit about Donald Trump. He talks shit about everybody. He seems unhappy sometimes, maybe satisfied with life, but unsatisfied with some parts of himself. And that's not for me to address. I'm just watching him go, as a spectator, holding no judgments, only giving an opinion when an opinion is rendered.
Exactly. You act like a news channel.
Oh, go ahead.
You act like YouTube. No, I'm sorry. I said you act like YouTube is a news channel. Yeah, it's certain people who are journalists that report news on YouTube, but YouTube is not a news channel. This is a place where people post movies and not post movies. There's movies on here too, but people that post their opinions on here and their reactions on here. So this is all based off of opinion. It's not based off of fact, especially a reaction channel. And Corey, stuff that you said came out your own mouth. You've had your opinion about Kamala Harris. You had your opinion about Black Americans. You had your opinion about Black women. You had your opinion. I say you stand some things. So if that's the case, then Kamala Harris or VP Harris need to come after you. She should have struck your channel when you was talking shit about her. That's what she should have did. Since you so mad that people are talking about you. But you, so your daughter, your poor child, do she even speak to you? But if she do, I'm like, she could have struck your channel. She could have literally came out and took you out because you was talking slander about her, and she would have had every right to, because you were lying and saying some of the most egregious, nasty things about your daughter. So at this point, Corey, pipe your little fat ass down and enjoy the ride. This is the most what outcome news or probably attention that you'll probably have on YouTube. Be glad. You might as well thank Anton for making you a little famous. Because didn't nobody care about no Corey Holcomb. For real.
Child.
And this video with you mushing a woman is not helping you either.
Yeah, you definitely gotta just stand on that shit. You can't just, yeah, I mushed her, I ain't hit her. Nah, you smacked her, bro. That's the
You
thing.
put your
like,
hands on her.
Players back
You
in the
put your
day,
hands on her.
and they just say, yeah, I smacked her, bro.
Yeah, you put your hands on her. And guess what? You got hands put on you immediately. It wasn't no back in the dude swung at you. Bopped you a couple of times. And all you did was hold his jacket. You didn't smack him. You just held onto his hoodie and he was swinging at you. So at the end of the day, don't have the energy that you have. I'm like, you can't sit here and pass your opinion if you don't want your opinion passed about you. How about that?
Me personally, for the record, I don't feel like niggas should be hitting a woman anyway. I feel like that's some lame shit. Just me personally, I just feel like it's super corny. I don't even know no other way to explain it. Like, there's no footage of me putting my hands on a woman because I just want to do no hoe ass shit like that. I just couldn't understand why like real talk, even when Christiana was like punching me in my face and shit, I literally just held her hand back and shit, held her back like this. Oh damn, I'm blown. Let her back more. I'm like, bro, calm down, blood. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like if I really get out of body, take my glasses off, I probably end up hurting. I ain't about to have Leia looking at me like, oh, so you beat the shit out of my mom one day? Absolutely not, nigga. So no, bro. I take them punches, you know what I'm saying? And she ain't even, as you can see, it's almost like I never got hit. Anyway, man, let's go back to Corey Holcomb, my wife in the chat. And OG Patrice said she know him from Chicago. He always been an asshole. And Corey Holcomb got a show called Black Jesus. It's now on Tubi. But babe,
Black Jesus, that shit sucks.
Paid though. You good now? You don't gotta go mute. You good?
No, you know I got this music, so I'll go on mute.
Oh, you get? Oh, you at work? I'm tripping. No, I'm just like, but he's still getting paid. If I do a show today on Tubi, I'm getting paid. So yeah, it's not HBO, it's not Cinemax, but I mean, it's still an accomplishment. That's all I'm saying, B. I haven't seen the movie though. I don't watch Tubi.
Don't nobody really watch Tubi. The hell?
Yeah, me neither. My wife, you said it's not his show. He's one of the characters on the show. It might be where I don't know. Yeah, let me keep going.
Slow. And tampon, hey, I'm gonna pull you out the bag. Y'all phony, dog. Y'all phony. And I ain't gonna lie and say I don't understand it. Cause there's so many people out here want me to say their name. Boy, it's motherfuckers talking shit, like egging me on, like the type of shit where they test you, where you be like, hey, fuck you, motherfucker. I ain't finna say y'all names. Swim in the underground and drown, you trash motherfuckers. Swim in the underground and drown. TMZ made a campaign to destroy my name, and I done lost a lot of gigs due to this.
Wait a minute. Wait.
But
is it because of TMZ or is it because of your actions that you got caught in? See, the video that TMZ put out, you thought didn't exist. You forgot? You didn't know that video existed until police released the video showing that other female comedian was not lying. See, it was your word against her word. But when the video shows that you aggressively walked up to her and smacked her, hey, TMZ was doing what they usually do. Report news. Report shit. They doing their job. So that
and then people took their position.
I'm like, and at the end of the day, regardless of what was said, you sat there and put your hands on a woman based off words.
Yeah, he should never ran up on her. I will say that.
I'm like, you got in your fifis and walked up on her. and then you got dealt with by whoever was with her, because it was only one man that literally swung at you.
And
As
I
soon
will
as you
say,
hit her,
give legitimate argument there that if he was gonna run up and hit and mush her, then you could have mushed Anton. I ain't say hit him, but if you mushed her, then there's a possibility that you could have mushed Anton too, but you didn't, which leaves an argument that you might be, soft.
that's what I said to say. When that, like, my opinion as far as that interaction, it was like one chihuahua back barking at another chihuahua to me, because neither one of them was gonna do shit. Neither one. He wouldn't have been able to say
really get active.
I'm like, he wasn't gonna sit up and say suck my D, and you not sit up and do nothing about it. And I'm like, moving a woman out of I would have got up and smacked the dude. It ain't no if ands, or buts about it. I would have needed you to repeat it. That would have made no sense for you to repeat it, because you heard exactly what he said. But you also said backdooring it, which was a gay slur. What I'm saying? It was homosexual. What you mean backdooring? And you said it a couple of times. So, I mean, y'all both disrespected each other. So, hey, I'm like, hey, you can't get mad because somebody says it's my D, because y'all say that to each other all the time.
On some subliminal shit. He should have just kept it 100 and just led with that shit if he was gonna go there.
I was like, I'm like, y'all was calling yourselves, pulling each other cards, and that, y'all was pretty much having what they say, a dick measuring contest, of slinging swords, fighting swords. Yeah. Like, yeah. But yeah, you're supposed to lose a lot of money after that video come out. Yeah, you're supposed to. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm interested in seeing exactly what the lead attorney actually said about the nigga and about the case, because, like I said, from when I was watching it seemed like he was kind of splitting it right down the middle. He wasn't on either side. But I don't know. Maybe bro just was offended just because people talking about him. That's what come with this shit. You gotta just understand it. I mean, on YouTube, even when you a nobody like me on here, people still talk about you. That's just what it is, bro. You gotta live with it, man. Let's go.
Can't stop me. Want me to tell you why you can't stop me? Want me to tell you why you can't stop me? I'm talking about you destroyed my credibility and everything, but the streets know who I am. I was with the streets this weekend. The homie birthday party.
Damn.
So that's all you care about is the streets credibility. You lose some of that too. Some people in the streets don't like to put your hands on women. Real men from the streets don't like putting your hands on women.
It's definitely not something that you can defend. Now, some people are saying that the girl hit him first in the video.
How? And
it don't really matter because his life wasn't in danger. But just like in that video with lead attorney that we got the fans watching, lead attorney said that if a woman, even brush up against him, he can beat her to a pulp. So I mean, I guess it all depends on who you like brush up against, Nay.
Okay, so it's people in between us. I'm standing. I know y'all stand about a good 3-4 feet amongst each other. How did she hit you? Because you had to walk up on her in order to even smack her. You had to walk up on her. So how did she hit you? And where is the video where she approached you and hit you? And you returned the favor?
Okay. I get what you're saying.
Because that's on YouTube. You can pull. I'm like, we can pull it up right now. It's on TMZ. You can pull that video up right now. Full video, full mask.
No, the reason why I didn't never react to the video is mainly because it has violence. That's the main reason why I didn't do it. I know I saw other people doing it, but as soon as I try to do something somebody else did, next thing you know, channel getting gang.
Yeah, channel getting flagged. Yeah. I mean, you can blur it out, but you can literally see who
Yeah,
approached who and who
if I do a
touched
reaction
who.
to it, like a pre-recording, I definitely break it down. And I have seen it on other people's channels, like Three Attorneys.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, baby. You walked up on that woman. You can't do that's indefensible. You walked up on her. She didn't walk up on you. She didn't say nothing like she probably called you bitch, nigga, whatever. But you walked up on that woman and put your hands on her. You can't. Well, the streets still love me. What?
I'm not concerned about the streets, bro. You gotta, like, I mean, we like Corey. Like I said, people gonna go see you as a comedian for now. Well, they find out that you're a kind of man that beats a woman. Imagine a man trying to go take his girl on a date. All right, babe, we're going to the Corey Holcomb stand-up comedy show tonight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about some girl you smash. I'm talking about your wife, nigga. She gonna say, no, I'm not going. I'm not supporting a nigga that talk about his own daughter that way. And even though I don't fuck with Anton, that would talk about Anton's daughter that way, especially for no reason. I'm just saying, blood. And even if that's not enough, and he hit women too, come on, bro. No. You gotta stand on something more than the street.
Birds of a feather flock together. Trust me. I'm like Corey Holcomb.
I don't think the lead attorney would actually. You think he would actually hit a woman? Cause they, bro, like 6'8" or some shit.
I don't give a damn. He here in Atlanta. Lead attorney know better. He know if he hit a woman, he going straight to jail. He ain't stupid. He can run his mouth as much as he want. But the last thing he want to do is lose his license, lose his credibility, and go to jail. The only time you will be able to do that is if you don't have no cameras around or anything.
So you really think that like when TLA, I'm not gonna call him his name, whatever. When the lead was saying that, oh yeah, I have a right to beat a woman to a pulp if she brush up against. I think he was saying that to be on some, like, I don't know, because women do get harmed by men like that, like NFL type dudes and stuff. But I just don't see him being the kind of dude that'll ball his fists up against nobody, because you gotta know what come with that. She might have a brother, she might have cousins, a dad. Somebody might come after you, bro. And what happens when she call the police and then they come get you? What you gonna do then? You gonna lose your license? You going? I don't know, bro. I just feel like some of these people just be on her talking. You're not gonna.
I'm gonna say you running your mouth. He running his mouth. Go ahead. He just running his mouth.
Yeah.
I said you are not gonna sit here. I said just because I
we can talk. I don't give a damn about the clip, because I got like 80 clips in the bag, and I'm working on my Coursera stuff. So you good? And I'm blowing. Yeah,
that's always. But I said he's not stupid enough to do that. You can talk as much as you want to, even though we know that here in Georgia, of course, either party should go to jail. If you got marks on you, I got marks on me. We're both going to jail. It does not matter. They're not just going to take the man. They're going to take the woman too. DV is DV. Period. Point blank. It has no sex to it. When here in Georgia, but the lead attorney, I'm like, you telling me if I make a mistake and bump into you and say, oh, I'm sorry, before I can get, oh, I'm sorry out my mouth, you gonna punch me in the face? Stop it. Stop it. I don't know why these men sit here and think it's okay to even boast about putting their hands on a woman.
Because other men find it entertaining for some odd reason. They find it entertaining. Man, I smacked this shit out that last night, cuz. It's not cool, bro. It's not the 80s. It's not the pimp culture no more, bro. It's over. We got daughters and shit now. Like, we not kids no more. And the older my daughter get, man. Let me keep going before I lose this channel saying something I shouldn't say. Boy.
The homie Marv, one of the guys from LA. Street people know what I mean when I say that. Marv, one of the guys from out here in LA. Out here in LA, I met a lot of the guys through Laylo. Marv was one of the guys I met. I always look up there like Laylo go come
Get
from
the
up
point,
there,
man.
man. Because the guy. I was at Marv, man. Look, man. All the boys and girls from the streets. My last show I did, them motherfuckers was like, man, them motherfuckers, dog, who don't get into it like that with somebody at one time in their life? But they wanted to show a video and a one-sided story at TMZ. That's how they destroy my credibility with the lames.
Nah, bro. I was like this. The TMZ video, it was legit because you just should have never walked up on Shorty at all. You should have never pressed Shorty. I don't give a what she said to you. You said she was stalking me. I got a stalker too. I got a stalker that if I was to go into a random chat right now, she'd start sending random text messages to everybody that's in the chat and the content creator too. And then tell them that I'm stalking her. Cha. But guess what, Corey? If I was to see her and she was talking shit, you know what I'm gonna do, Nay? Turn around, walk the other way. I'm not about to be losing it for no losers, bro. I think you put yourself on the line walking up on that woman, because that's the part I did see. Or at least I think I saw you walk up on her before she ever was, you know, before she was close enough to be a threat to you. I don't know, man.
She was never a threat. Period. Point blank. I said, okay.
She wasn't armed, right?
You know, she wasn't a threat. This is after a comedy show. This is after a show.
She wasn't strapped.
She wasn't a threat to you. She wasn't nothing. She was a stalker. Why are you even confronting a stalker? You know, a lot of people get hurt by stalkers. So why would you even confront her if she was quote unquote stalking you? And nigga, you ain't that cute to be stalked. I'm sorry.
I would have personally made sure I had security or an officer there right there and say, hey, this woman is stalking me. I have a security order against her or PPO, whatever. And somehow, some way, or I'm not doing the show. Fuck it. I just stay home that night. It's not gonna be worth it for me to get into a situation where I'm getting into an argument with a woman who I know is stalking me. Seems kind of productive, bro. And now look at you. As soon as the Anton shit come out, this comes out, and people are trying to frame it as a W. I'll say this. The next few months is going to tell us who really came out on top in the situation, Anton and Corey Holcomb. I'm rooting for you, Corey, but that don't mean that it's going to happen. We'll see, man. I want to get to the part. I think this might be a little bit more, but let's get it.
With the lames, they don't know no better. They watch TV. That's their Bible. So they destroyed my name and reputation with the lames, the people who I was building up. I've been getting into my godly type of talk, but I'm just saying, it's like, yo, it is what it is, man.
That bro said you been getting into your godly talk. That's straight cat. I'm done with the video, because I'm done. I don't want to hear no lies from you, bro. You're not a Christian any more than Anton is. And I've never seen you talk about Jesus on here. You're not DMX. I've never seen you talk about God on here at all.
You destroyed my reputation. No, they didn't. They told the truth on you when you thought it wasn't. You know, you destroyed your own reputation. You just didn't know it was caught on camera. Candid camera was rolling, and you got caught. Po little chink chink.
Played yourself. Completely played yourself. I'm surprised he ain't go to jail, Nay, to be honest.
I think she's going to press, you know, but if it's her word against his, and then you got people that's not gonna go ahead and tell the truth, then you can't really persecute. But now that this video is out, yeah, she can literally, if his statute of limitations is still in effect, she can still get him arrested if she wants to. But 9 times out of 10, he gonna have to pay her some money. He gonna have to pay her more than likely. But she like I know she's considering, suing or something, because he literally, I believe when I believe she did an interview where he literally pretty much like kind of ruined her reputation as a comedian, because she's a comedian herself, and that it's easier to get rid of a woman than it is a man. Some men can sit here and do all type of shit, including your president, and still not seek the repercussions, and still have other men and women defending them. They bad behavior. So, yeah, I hope she seeks justice as far as the assault that was put on her. I hope she does. Because the video did validate what she was saying. So, moving on to the next kind of clip. What else we got?
Oh, man, we got a lot of shit. I'm looking up for this other video. This nigga named Deante Kyle. I think he run that channel, Grits and Podcast or some shit like that. Have you heard of this nigga channel?
Who?
Grits and the Grits and Podcast channel. He was talking about recently FBA people.
Oh, the people, the FBA people that sit up and pretty much want to be racist against other people. You're not black enough. Ain't nobody that's the hue of you and I from America. Period. Point blank. Bottom line. Your ancestors come from the motherland. Period. Point blank. Now you had some indigenous people who were of our hue, but you cannot guarantee, because how we were tracked, we were tracked by our original names. You forgot our names were changed, languages changed. They didn't.
I don't know nothing about the situation. I want to review it before we break it down.
Oh,
I get what you're saying about it, but I don't know nothing about that situation. I don't support either one, like either side.
I don't care about FBAs. FBAs is another name for black white supremacy.
My bad.
To me.
Go
ahead.
All right, let me go to this video right here. Let's get to it.
FBA, the Foundational Black American. These niggas ain't involved in nothing outside. They ain't doing shit outside. They're on the internet looking for niggas that look just like them to degrade and call tethers all day. I don't see these niggas doing no work against none of these fucking Nazis, none of these fucking Klansmen, nothing. All I see is them niggas calling out other black people all day.
Yep.
That's divisive as fuck. Questioning niggas. Where you from? Where was you born? Nigga gotta show you your freedom papers? Damn, massa. I gotta show you the freedom papers? Who is these niggas on this nag? Bunch of motherfucking Stevens over there trying to check a nigga blood. Want to check a nigga papers. Sound like ICE. Another 3-letter organization. Healing and perspective, or hate speech and fear mongering. But a lot of us only know how to be in community with abusers. So when niggas start talking about healing, when niggas start talking about organization, we start talking about inclusion, we start talking about mass communal practices. You've never seen that. That's not your experience. That's not where you feel comfortable. Calling niggas names, checking niggas verification. What hood is this? What hood is that? Now, if we was gangbanging and killing each other, it would be a problem. But it's not a problem when a nigga asks where you from, and it's on the internet, and it's on the basis of a culture that we created out of oppression. You don't want to let other niggas participate in your culture because they come over here and degrade him. And you know the business of colonization better than anybody. These niggas is brainwashed. I'm not going back and forth with no nigga that come here from another country in search of the American dream when I know this shit is a nightmare. I'm not going back and forth with no nigga that think he finna get some favor from these white people. I see you niggas that's born in America do the same shit. Michigan head coach, that nigga ain't no tether. Stephen A. Smith ain't a motherfucking tether. How many niggas have we seen tap dance and degrade black people that are from America, born in America? When niggas do it from abroad, I don't say it's an issue with them. I know that they're brainwashed by the system because they went through colonization over there just like we went through it over here. Why the fuck is they leaving Africa? Because Europeans are destabilizing their countries, inserting capitalist dictators, fascist dictators in more democratic socialist societies, toppling governments, and then sending the niggas fleeing, where do they go? To America. And what do? They come through with their religious minds, with their colonized minds, and destable Black American revolutionaries because they don't know no better. And it's a bunch of niggas in America that don't know no better. They only are used to being in community with abusers. We have been oppressed in this country for 400 years. Some of us don't know how it feels not to be oppressed. Some of you ain't comfortable if you're not oppressed. You've never created an idea of what freedom looks like for you. Black Americans, and I advocate for this. Me and Big Cat are the blackest of Black Americans. We are true to the Black American experience. We are proud. We also understand that our story doesn't start here nor end here. The Panthers were Pan-Africanists. Marcus Garvey was a Pan-Africanist. All the leaders and things that came before you that gave you the blueprint to feel revolutionary were also thinking about global movements, mass communal practices instead of micro movements.
And
yeah,
that was
seen
the
this.
first video I came across.
I said I've seen him. I think I've seen you a couple of his videos. But yeah, I've seen him, and everything he just said is true. I mean, where the lie at?
I don't think he told a lie. I gotta get to the other one when he talked about Tariq Nasheed, where I guess he put he had addressed him by name.
Yeah, no, I saw that one. Yeah. That's what I simply said. People who consider themselves FBAs, it's just another name for white supremacists in the blackface. Just because, yeah, it's another tactic that white supremacists use to make black people believe that they actually come from America. Yeah, the Native Americans, the indigenous people, there were some very small black settlements here, but you cannot guarantee that you come from that particular settlement because though they didn't track that way, we didn't read and write the same way. So how were you going to be able to translate their language when it came down to white people? Because white people, I'm like, even the slaves on the slave ship didn't speak the same language. You act like people didn't come from different parts of the West African continent. I mean, like I don't understand that. We don't have our original names. So when I hear the FBA stuff and you're not black enough or I don't like stuff like that. You try to find another just because we are oppressed. You trying to find another culture to impress because you're getting beat up on. That's not cool.
I agree.
That's why you got something to say about quote unquote tether, a person whose parents came here as an immigrant when we all came here as immigrants, even the white folks. That's why I don't even understand the immigration system. Who died and made you die and said that you own this land? Because when you die, you don't own this land anymore, correct?
I think that I need to watch the part with to see what the FBA had to say, because like I said, I don't know either side. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I understand history, but I'm open to the possibility that there were Africans here before colonization as well. You know what I mean?
Of course, that's why I said it was small tribes here that were indigenous blacks or whatever, but we cannot guarantee that you were from that tribe because the system that we have wasn't in development. They didn't track those people. We're not like Ellis Island, where you could go to Ellis Island and find names of people who came through Ellis Island. Most of us came through the South, and they didn't track us like that. So yeah, I see the sentiment, but no, you can't really guarantee that you are FBA here from America. Even with the Homestead Act, you can't guarantee because they tricked us out of that too. People got to read. If you don't read, you're not going to know anything.
And then even after they read, people are always going to do what they want to do.
And honestly, we don't need to be fighting. This is our month. This is Black History Month. A lot of people don't even know that this month is Black History Month. Have you had a Black History segment today?
Let's keep going. Let me go back and go to the other video.
You didn't answer my question. I said, did you have a Black History segment today?
They have a Black History segment?
Yeah, it's Black History Month.
Hell no.
See? I was like, Joe, we have gotten so distracted by what's going on in society that we are forgetting our own month, even though Black History is everyday history. We are forgetting our own freaking month because Black history is being taken out of everything. These children are not going to know about our history. We invented everything.
I can respect that.
Yeah. If you're taking it out of the books, if you're taking it out of schools, if you're taking it out of museums, if you're taking it out of everywhere, how do we know our history if we don't teach it to them? And we don't even have a complete, accurate amount of it because it's word of mouth. We need the books. We need the ledgers so we can see what we have accomplished. You're talking about many inventions that were made by us, including the very microphone that you're talking on. See, that's what I'm saying. But we too focused. We're focused on everything else. We're focused on who's black enough, who gonna get reparations. That shit is astoundingly xenophobic to me.
I couldn't agree more. Who is Tariq? What up, Tariq? I ain't seen you in a minute. Tariq said, we can remember history and stay on point with current events at the same time, right? Come up, Tariq. The link is in the chat, bro. Look, I'm chilling. I got a lot of shit going over here. You can come speak up because I don't know any FBA niggas, so maybe you one of the FBA niggas.
I said we can speak about a history every single day if we can, if we do. But how many people do you see even here on YouTube speaking about Black History today? Or say anything about Black History Month today? Yeah, what's the day? The 3rd, the 4th? We're 4 days in into our history, Black History Month.
All right, let's see Tariq Nasheed response. I'm getting a lot of pettiness going over here in my background. Let's get it.
Sassy punk. There was a big fat sassy punk, a DNC puppet. He did all of the DNC talking points. This is something coming from the DNC. Let's be very, very clear. You know, they do the thing where they try to frame it as a group. They do a little straw man where they try to frame FBA as a group and then try to attack that. They're attacking the lineage. You know why? There is no group. There's no organization. You're not attacking something that doesn't exist. You're attacking a lineage of people. There is no group. There is no leader. When they start bringing me up, yeah, that leader, y'all ain't outside. The lineage and our delineation.
What's going on, my brother Tariq?
Hello.
Hey, nice meeting you, Mrs. Puff. Darrel, been way too long, by the way. I know we've only had a slight couple interactions, but I'm glad you're still doing your thing.
Oh yeah, man. You know me. I'm just, YouTube blessed me, allowed me to come back. So now I'm taking full advantage of it and enjoying it. You understand me? Yeah, I understand me. So ultimately I'm having a good time. Did you see this whole situation between Tariq Nasheed and what's bro name? Deante Kyle, the Grissom podcast guy?
I've tried to stay away from some of the.
Bro, me too. I'm not really into that whole black person versus black person talk shit.
It's crazy, man, because like I've done my lineage, my ancestry, and all that, and at the end of the day, bro, it's not like it ain't helping with my Verizon bill. No. You know what I mean? Like it ain't helping with my fucking mortgage.
Not
like Mrs. Puff, like I wanted to hop up and tell you, Mrs. Puff, I agree with you. I just say like we have to do it simultaneously because like how you was talking about how they're removing that education in our public schools, right? It's because we're not paying attention enough that they even put somebody in charge of the Department of Education to pull that off in the first place.
Right.
You get what I mean? So it got, unfortunately, and I know it, we be asking a lot from everybody, including ourselves, but unfortunately, Mrs. Puff, it has to go hand in hand. It has to be both. You know what I mean?
I see the aspect of what you're saying because we got a white woman as the leader of the Department of Education, and the Department of Education ceased to exist. So how are you the leader of the Department of Education when it's not here? Like you dismantled the Department of Education.
And so, all of this, by the way, was intentional.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I'm like, these children, like I said, these children are not going to know if you keep pulling books because you worried about a good book talk about the LBGT.
Let's make sure we keep it short, and then I'm gonna go back to the video so we can hear what Tariq and she said and response. That way the audience can keep it on.
Yeah, because you're worried about those type of books, but you're also simultaneously taking away books such as Black History, Black as Fuck, or you take it away the Langston Hughes books, African American Studies history, and the only way you can get African American history is through college. That's not cool because we need to know about our history here in elementary school. How am I sitting here as a Black kid in the elementary school? How did I come to be in this school? How am I able to sit next to a white kid in the school if I don't know the history of segregation and desegregation?
I agree 100%.
But we can go back to the clip.
No, I agree. You definitely got to have the right information. Don't want to have misinformation out there at all. That's literally that's part of the reason why I don't like get myself involved with those kind of conversations, because there's too much implicit bias inside the conversation instead of just keeping it a fact. You know what? Let's go and look at this one right here. Here we go.
Is a power move that they were not expecting. This is whooping everybody's ass. They are trying to contain it. These people are very upset that we have stopped the tethering. They are very upset that we've stopped the abuse. We've stopped the hustling of us. You understand? Yeah, if anybody says Tariq is the leader, that's them deliberately lying, wasting your time. And again, he hit on all of the talking points of the DNC. Look, every election cycle, they come around, circle around, try to disparage me, try to discredit me. They've been doing this for like over a decade. They do this every election cycle. Now they're trying to disparage the entire lineage, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, let me play some of this stuff.
It's been nothing. All I see is them niggas calling out other Black people all day. That's divisive as fuck.
Okay. Ain't that what you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, you're literally calling out other niggas right now. I don't know, bro. You see what I'm saying, Tariq? It's the blatant hypocrisy in this shit. Like, why not just leave them niggas alone and let them be?
Bro, I originally came, with this idea of like the heritage and stuff. Originally, I think y'all heard about it before. It's called like ADOS a few years ago. Right? African descendants of slaves. And I thought the whole distinction was mainly supposed to be about just like a policy specific thing, like the reparations or something like that. I didn't know it was going to morph into this whole like self-segregation movement. Kind of crazy, man.
But why is what is it for? Because you're sitting to talk about tethers. What's a tether? Because these are children that are born here in America, which makes them American. Their parents are foreign, but they're American. So how are they a tether? They're technically American. They were born.
I feel like that word is only used in most like in places where it's trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah, in a way.
Most times people are not gonna use that word.
Yeah, I was thinking if you're sitting there talking about a person's parents has nothing to do where they originally were born in. And if you were originally born in America, you are American. It doesn't matter what your parents are. One parent could be from
But that's why
Ethiopia.
both sides is wrong, Nay. Both sides is wrong because the undeniable truth is this: there are Black Americans that have, even myself, that have experienced we're not like them. I'm from Kenya. We're not like y'all. I couldn't possibly understand or fathom why y'all still living in projects. You know what I'm saying? I've had them conversations with my brother. His girlfriend is from Kenya, where she just couldn't understand Black culture, never will. Coming over here 300 or 400 years later, when you can walk the streets freely, is completely different. When you can, as a woman, vote, completely different than what my grandmother had to deal with. For example, being born 1931 in this country. Whole completely different experiences. And I'm just saying, like, for me, the reason why I don't get into those conversations about it really is because it's a lot of nuance. It's too many variables and too many implicit biases. It's some people that just don't care about the truth. And this is what I do believe the truth is. I do believe that there were Black people on this land before it was conquered. Okay. I think people like Tariq, he make very good arguments about why I would support Tariq and his movement before I support the Grits and Podcast guy. Let me tell you why. I can play video for video before I keep going with Tariq. That nigga said, y'all niggas this, y'all niggas that, y'all blah, 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 blah. Bro, you sound like a street nigga. You sound like you want to be on some positive shit, on some want to be sim shit, but deep down inside, you checking this nigga right now. And you doing it with no decorum at all, no respect at all, bro. You never, in the video, I never heard you, because he said he was there for understanding. Did you say, I'm gonna go to Tariq and ask them why do they think this way? Why was this movement formed versus ADOS, from my understanding, right? American descendants of slavery versus foundational Black Americans. From my understanding, those are the two groups. So have a more gentle conversation. He seems like he want to be divisive. Like he's telling people to pick a side just as much as they are. And then you're the Jedi looking yourself in the face wondering what's the difference between you and a Sith. And there really isn't anything.
Yeah, for the most part, I agree with you, Darrell. I think with Tariq, the reason I would agree with you and side with his movement is, I think when you look at history and you understand pattern recognition, the people that make the most waves or any sort of progress, they're gonna have radical or sometimes extreme points, right? And a lot of times it's like I hate to compare it, but it's almost like Trump. It's like, well, if all the Republicans got their way and tried to nerf Trump for what he is, Trump would never be president. You get what I mean? And it's it's the same thing with like a Malcolm or MLK. I'm not trying to make the direct comparison, but just the pattern. It's like, well, if you're just trying to be like, hey man, calm it down, but he's the one with the movement, then who's the big problem? You know what I mean? And then on top of that, though, this is where you're saying it's nuances. This is the part where I highly agree, because at the end of the day, bro, I haven't really heard. I've heard some Africans make the argument or say the things that you just mentioned, but I've never heard any Africans really be like, we wanted to be included in like a reparations thing. And that's why I keep trying to harp on it or hope that that's what they're talking about, because other than that specific policy issue, I don't see a reason to delineate. You get what I mean?
But
Like,
they
I
do
don't.
that, bro. They be. I'm trying to tell you. I think it's a tribal thing. I really don't think that it's a like something that they do out of spite. But like I said, my brother girlfriend, she's from Kenya, and then there's all kind of different tribes in Kenya, all kinds of different people that speak different dialects and shit. She can never, no matter how much she read, no matter how many boys to the hood movies she watch, you can never truly understand somebody like me and my brother because you wasn't from there. Like I could never understand somebody who grew up in a tribe. I can act like it for a while, like, you know what I mean, like I understand, but for the most part I just won't. You know what I mean? It's a reason why when we talk about black on black crimes, it always goes back to proximity. And then we talk about white on white crimes and we look at the stats, it goes back to proximity. You know what I mean? Who you around defines a lot. It defines culture, defines your thinking, defines how aggressive you are or how aggressive you are not. I think that we talk past tribalism a lot. And a lot of these guys on here, like Tariq and the other side, they're just being tribal. They're choosing to flock to whatever identity they have. These guys genuinely believe that their ancestors was here building shit with the Native Americans. Fine. The descendants of slaves want to honor Africa, right? And honor the tribes, and honor the people that lost their lives just crossing the Atlantic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what scares me, Darrel, with the movement. Because I don't think ADOS really exists. I think it evolved into this FBA thing. And unfortunately, bro, at least in my opinion, not everyone, but there's some vocal people out there that either knowingly or unknowingly, they're using these white nationalist, Christian nationalist talking point, like ancestral homeland and foundational this and like what's next? You guys gonna be saying blood and soil?
White supremacy. That's what I'm saying. It's another
I mean?
form of white supremacy. That's what I'm saying. What I want you to give me, as far as black lineage, I want you to give me how can you determine your black lineage if we are not called the names that we were originally called. You got to remember, our names were changed when we came over here. We don't have our original name. So how can you track your ancestry on how you can find that you were in Chicago, you were in Michigan, your tribe was in California, your tribe was in Georgia? How can you find that when you're not called your original name? Your name was Kunta Kinte. No, your name is Toby. So how can you find your lineage? And who do you track it by?
So, a lot of the ways that you track the lineage, like for example, when I was doing mine, thankfully mine wasn't too hard because I got a lot of, we'll say, struggling family members that live amongst West Tennessee, Northern Mississippi area, like the Corinth and the McNairy County, Tennessee. Huge, like old slave era. Just it's an unfortunate thing. But you start with like the census, right? So you start with like the census started in like the 1850s and things like that, and you just try to trace your name back along with, like I did Ancestry DNA, and so you get the blood relatives that pop up, and then you really line it up with that. And so, like for example, my ancestors are mainly from Western Tennessee, Corinth, Mississippi area that were transferred from the Carolina region from the slave ships. You know what I mean?
So you pretty much Gallagher-Geechee. what they call the Gallagher-Geechee.
Yeah. And that's the thing, Mrs. Puff, is there's so many of us that can do that. A lot of that documents and stuff got burned up not even just intentionally, but sometimes, you know, Mrs. Puff, like shit just catches on fire. You know, you're talking about courthouse made of wood in the middle of the woods. You know what I mean? Like shit happens. You also, as you know, as you guys know, Darrel, you know, it was a lot of phonic. I forgot how you say that word, but they sounded it out when you tried to spell your name and everything, and so on the documents it's not even spelled correctly depending on who filled it out. Right, but it's actually very. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's actually very simple to trace your lineage.
Yeah, I'm about to go back to it. I mean, my family, we got documents going back to when our family was first purchased. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to maybe I'll do a video about that. But for the most part, I was let me switch one of these out. That's what I was trying to do. Boom. For the most part, I just don't give a fuck, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not really interested. You know what I'm saying? All I care about is the story that I know, going back to my grandparents, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not really interested in hearing about stuff that happened, you know, in the 1700s and shit. That's just me, though. Maybe one of the kids or somebody else in the lineage might want to know, but just me personally, I have so many other responsibilities. I just don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, like
Nasheed, man.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of, I'm kind of with you with that. Like, I really don't. Excuse me. I really don't care about the FBA stuff. I mean, I've been in America all my life. That's all I know is American, American culture, Black culture. Anything else is like null and void. I'm trying to figure out. I want to progress past this. Like, I want my rights back, so I'll be able to do what I want with my body. I want us to be able to tighten the wage gap. I want minimum wage to go up so we can live and prosperity. That's what I'm worried about, progression. I'm not sitting here worried about who gonna get money, who gonna have land, who gonna go, because if that's the case, you're gonna be fighting about that for years on coming. Like, we're gonna be fighting for that forever. So yeah, I'm worried about progression right now. I move on.
I want to be clear, guys. I did it for pure personal hobby reasons. Like, just to remind you, Darrel, I'm 100% combat PNT from the VA.
Okay, that's cool.
I got nothing but time. Okay, and I just did it just because, like, I do want to. You know, I'm not gonna lie. There's that something inside of me that do want to know, like, where I come from. And guess what, Mrs. Puff? Like, when you do the DNA test, this is the part where I really stop trying to break it down, because you get to where they break down your ancestry by the region in Africa, and it's just blotted everywhere in West Africa. So it's like, you get what I mean? And obviously, as you know, that's because once we got, as you know, we got here, our ancestors got here, and then they purposely split everybody up, changed the names, all that kind of stuff. And so you got a bunch of Congolese people mixing up with people from Ghana or Nigerian and so on and so on, because it doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? But I'm really grateful that I did that, because it does matter when you're talking to the enemy. And for me specifically right now, the enemy is conservatives who always love talking about their heritage, this and that. And then doing my heritage, Mrs. Puff, I then find out the real history of this country, and I go, wait, that's not your heritage. That's not how you guys describe this shit. And so by doing that, now I got a better understanding of what this country is and isn't. You know what I mean? Just the personal journey.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad that you did take that journey. And you know, it's another it's another ancestry you can do as well. I think it's called African ancestry, because the 23 is good, but they say you can also do the African ancestry if you really want to know exactly what tribe you came from.
Yeah, you do the they combine it. You can do the 23andMe for the, like you're saying, the generalized, more broad, and then for like the African specific, if you want to break it down by tribe, that's what the African is, and they're really accurate too.
Very, very accurate. Yeah. But anyway, back to the tether to the Sheed, because you were tethered to Sheed.
Ain't that what you're doing? How was that divisive? And that's just what you're doing. You ain't outside. You're too big and fat to be outside. You inside eating. So again, all of that trying to frame FBA as a group that's outside and all that stuff. Well, you got a straw man argument about a group that don't exist, and you're complaining that the non-existent group is not outside doing group stuff. Yeah, there is no group outside because there is no.
For one, bro, that's just straight up cap. Like when I see Captain Tazark and a lot of them niggas in New York, they be outside all day long. Like the one thing I don't like, that's why I'm upset at Freezy right now, is we can go to war and we can be at each other's throats, but why do we need to lie and fabricate on each other? It almost make us, in my opinion, as black men, look like hoes. Like, imagine me going to you said you served the country, right? Imagine me going to somebody, because me and Tariq got problems, and saying, man, that nigga lying about that valor shit, bro. Fake metal ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just to try to earn them as an ally. And what kind of person am I to bring an ally in under false pretenses? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that seemed like some hoe shit. I don't know, bro. I just don't like it. A lot of those guys are outside. That's why I didn't like the young man video, the Grits and Podcast dude, because he was yelling and streaming like a dude in Chicago, like on the street and some shit.
You talk about Captain Tazar, they're Hebrew Israelites, so that's different compared to when we're talking about FBA as a whole.
I'm just talking about like his video, Nate, and how he carried himself in the video when he was checking him.
But you're still not negating the fact that he did not lie. Though. We don't see.
Did not lie about what? I just negated that. He said that these niggas are never outside. But Tommy G, one of the biggest like documentary type channels that go from hood to hood, was outside with these niggas.
But is he FBA?
Was literally titled inside of one of America's biggest hate groups, and they was outside. They train outside. They work out outside.
Is it FBA?
Yes, then they consider themselves
FBA. Real quick, FBA is strictly a lineage, right? That's not some sort of. It's not like BLM.
Exactly, it's not just a group. Like they consider themselves FBA, Foundational Black Americans, and that's something that also Tariq addressed in the clip. Is just because they don't have it in a T-shirt or something, don't mean it. A lot of people consider themselves FBA.
So if you're Foundational Black American, they were tribes in America. So what tribe?
No, I'm just, first of all, let me say this. Let me go to the video real quick. Let me just show it. Because the only thing the only thing I'm saying is the young man was speaking almost like he didn't have no fucking intelligence. And then he said they're not outside. That's not true. He's almost acting like the only people that's claiming this FBA shit is people in front of a microphone. That's false.
No, but we know the Hebrew Israelites.
That's like somebody saying the only people that talk about the manosphere is people in front of microphones.
Well, a lot of people didn't know about the manosphere until it was people in front of a microphone. A lot of people didn't know about manosphere until it was people in front of a microphone. So that movement didn't come to be until we saw people on the microphone. So as far as FBA, which has become
but that's not the argument, Nate. His argument is they're not outside and they're only inside. That's not true. It's just that simple. There's no kind of argument against it.
You keep saying that they're not outside. They're inside. They're not outside. What part of FBA is not outside? Because Hebrew Israelites are different from FBA.
But if they claim, if they identify as both, as I made the example, and they're outside, then what are we arguing about?
Hebrew Israelites don't come from America. Hebrew foundational Black Americans come from America.
Nay, can you tell me 5 things about Captain Tazark? I'm not talking about just a general Hebrew Israelite. I named the name, so can you tell me?
I'm not worried about Captain Tazark because I've seen Captain Tazark.
But that's the example that I gave.
That's what I'm saying. As far as Hebrew Israelites are not from America. FBA.
But I never said Hebrew Israelites. I said Captain Tazark and his group of FBA men be outside. Tarus, do you remember me saying anything about Hebrew Israelites?
But that's what Captain Tazark is.
But that's what I'm saying. But he also identifies as FBA.
So Mrs. Puff,
she not
a lot of the Hebrew Israelites here in America, they're born and raised here in America, and so it's like, no, Mrs. Puff. So like a lot of the guys that rep the Hebrew Israelites here, or at least they identify as that, their lineage is FBA still. So you can be an FBA and a Hebrew Israelite. They're not. They don't contradict each other.
The Hebrew Israelite ideology comes from Africa.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're FBA, your ideology of Hebrew Israelite is not going to be of Africa. You will have an American ideology.
Right, because you're basing logically, Mrs. Puff, you're basing it off of genetically, right? It would be Ethiopian, Sudanese.
Yes, those people are. That's what I'm talking about.
Mrs. Puff,
I know the ideology.
You know, you got to remove logic out of this, Mrs. Puff.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad.
You know. Now we're getting into the social construct area, Mrs. Puff. I think you know that. You know that.
Because I thought I was just sitting here. Because I'm like. The American, like, because we're a melting pot of different religions, of course, and of course, even the Hebrew Israelite ideology was still whitewashed, white made. So if we want to go down that path,
right, and down that path is East Africa, Middle Eastern origin, not West African origin. I agree, but
that's what I'm like. What are you
because
talking about?
Yeah, but because it's an ideology, you can be both.
I know, I understand. Just like when they used to talk about Antifa and stuff like that, which it means anti-fascist, but Antifa is anti-fascist ideology. You don't believe in fascism. I understand what Darrel's trying to say, but at the end of the day, if you're talking about you're practicing a religion that is not of America, then your lineage is not really from America. You were born here in America. Everybody's lineage who was born here in America is going to be American. How do you prove that your people, your lineage, is from America alone?
So let's just put it into this, because none of that had nothing to do with the fuck I was saying. Are FBAs all online? Yes or no?
No.
So why are we arguing about it when I said the young man's point was that all FBAs are online, and my only point was that the nigga was lying? Why are we talking about everything else?
Because at the end of the day, nobody even cared about FBAs. This became prominent in the past few years. It wasn't a big deal. Even Adams wasn't a big deal. FBA just became a prominent thing in the last 10 years?
That has no correlation to the point I was making. Taking shots at saying FBAs are only online to try to present himself like he's the opposite. That was my point.
We can't really pinpoint a policy, a structure. I'm not talking about Captain Tazark. A policy, a community, or anything that benefits Black people who is financially Black American. We cannot sit up and pinpoint what they have done to help us as Black people. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yes, we can.
Who?
And to the bigger and that goes to Darrel's bigger point that again most of the FBA, respectfully, Mrs. Puff, most of the FBA people are not online. They're out in the streets.
You gotta mute while he's talking. It's hard to hear him.
Most of the FBA aren't online. They're out in the streets. That's why you have these local and state level reparations programs that have been passing over the last few years, right? Because these are grassroots level, like California. Hell, I think there's a state here in Illinois, up here in the Midwest, right? What, Darrel?
Evanston.
Yeah,
Evanston. I've heard of Evanston.
And you got all of these spots over the last 5 to 10 years, Mrs. Puff, by grassroots efforts by ADOS, right? Or FBA, however you want to describe, however they're describing themselves now, at least the people that are really moving in the streets. They are not online. They are out here actually getting these policies at a local level passed.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, I think this particular video, he was talking about Tariq Nasheed. I haven't seen Tariq Nasheed anywhere as far as the movement, as far as the Captain what's his name? Captain Tazar. What's the other one that's from New York? The not King, is it King? That has a school in New York. You have a couple of people in Evanston. I said those people we see. We're talking about Tariq Nasheed that just started claiming FBA.
No, I was only addressing, like I said, I don't know either one side. I was only addressing the fact that he was trying to present it like the nigga's not doing nothing outside. He didn't mention anything about politics. That's something that you're interjecting. I'm talking about what that nigga said. He didn't say anything about none of that.
I said, and then, dang, cause you made me get my thought right there. Shit. Nah, it left. Damn, it left. Damn, it left me. Now go ahead, cause it left.
No, we can watch it again. This shit is divisive.
FBA, the Foundational Black American. These niggas ain't involved in nothing outside. They ain't doing shit outside. They on the internet looking for niggas that look just like them to degrade and call tethers all day. I don't see these niggas doing no work against none of these fucking Nazis, none of these fucking Klansmen, nothing. All I see is them niggas calling out other.
Tariq, have you ever seen this nigga doing any work against any Nazis? Have you ever seen this nigga running up on any Nazis anywhere, bro? I haven't.
This is my first time seeing this dude, and that's fine. But as you know, Darrel, everything he says is 100% false. Like
yeah, I haven't seen. I've seen a couple of FBAs run up on Nazis, especially the people in Ohio. Though I think I don't know if they were FBA, but the men and the black men, I don't know if they was part of like the Black Panther faction or whatever. I don't know if they FBA because Black Panthers were more radical than, anything.
I agree.
They ran them off out of Ohio.
Yeah,
so
in Dayton, Ohio. I live in I live in Cleveland, but in Dayton, Ohio, Southern Ohio, yeah. Remember that early last year, they ran them Nazis out. That was doing their little rally and crap like that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Mrs. Puff, that's why like FBA is not an ideology. And unfortunately, there's some loudmouths on the internet that make it seem like it's an ideology. It is purely lineage heritage. Like you could be a conservative or a liberal or a Democrat or a Republican and be FBA. Hell, you cannot identify as FBA and be FBA. You get what I mean? But
I thought
that
also,
those people aren't outside doing anything, that is just fundamentally
false. I said, I'm like, because I know I've listened to the Tariq Nasheed before. I thought ADOS and FBA are actually fighting now as well. I thought both of them are now fighting each other. I was listening to Tariq Nasheed radio show. And, he'd be on Twitter. And it was a guy who was considered ADOS. And him and they were going back and forth. And I thought ADOS and FBA were pretty much like the same. It's the same in a way.
They are.
But I thought now they're saying they're fighting.
Yeah, I hate
who's more blacker, who's more of a tether, all that. Technically, everybody in America because of tether. If you want to be honest, if you want to,
Right, Mrs. Puff. You know how there's like in the Republican Party, you got like MAGA and in the Tea Party. and they kind of evolve from one another. They're kind of similar. There's like a lot of overlap, but then there's like, or like you hear them in Congress called the Freedom Caucus, these kind of things. It seems like this is what the ADOS FBA is starting to evolve into, where it's a splinter group amongst a niche faction already. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I would agree. That's why I said before, bro, I stay out of it because there's so much implicit bias, so many variables.
It's a lot of nuance. Like you said, it's a lot of nuances in it. But I still don't like the viciousness of, you know, the message that FBA is doing, or ADOS. Like, we're just all Black Americans living in America. Honestly, we already know that, you know, Africans, if you want to talk about reparations, we know that Africans who migrated or immigrated from here in the past amount of years, of course they don't have, you know, they're not going to get that type of reparation as far as we are concerned, you know. But, you know, people sitting up saying, oh, you're not Black enough because one parent's from Jamaica, but you can literally trace when they came and all that type of, that's too much. It makes divisiveness in the Black community. We are already divided as far as colorism is concerned. We're already divided as far as social status is concerned. We don't need another thing to divide us in infights. We don't need another. We actually need to band together and get rid of these white motherfuckers. That's what we need to do. We need to take our power back. That's what
Darrel, what do you think? What else do you think he meant by outside, other than, you know, the policy, or at least, you know, like Mr. Puff had mentioned, you know, pushing back on some of the protests and stuff. What does he really mean by that?
Any of that stuff because based on his tone, I can't glean into that he had an intellectual tone, and this don't sound intellectual to me.
Black people all day. That's divisive as fuck. Questioning niggas. Where you from? Where was you born?
Bringing this shit up multiple times. Since you want to ask me, I'll let him speak.
Nigga, gotta show you your freedom papers? Damn, massa. I gotta show you the freedom papers? Who is these niggas on this nag? Bunch of motherfucking Stevens over there trying to check a nigga blood. Want to check a nigga papers. Sound like ICE. Another 3-letter organization. Healing and perspective, or hate speech and fear mongering. But a lot of us only know how to be in community with abusers. So when niggas start talking about healing, when niggas start talking about organization, we start talking about inclusion, we start talking about mass communal practices. You've never seen that. That's not your experience. That's not where you feel comfortable. Calling niggas names, checking niggas verification. What hood is this? What hood is that? Now, if we was gangbanging and killing each other, it would be a problem. But it's not a problem when a nigga asks where you from, and it's on the internet, and it's on the basis of a culture that we created out of oppression. You don't want to let other niggas participate in your culture because they come over here and degrade him. And you know the business of colonization better than anybody. These niggas is brainwashed. I'm not going back and forth with no nigga that come here from another country in search of the American dream when I know this shit is a nightmare. I'm not going back and forth with no nigga that think he finna get some favor from these white people. I see you niggas that's born in America do the same shit. Michigan head coach.
Bro, like, it's so much emotion in this shit. I can't even grasp what's the true, like, point that he's trying to overall make. I literally cannot grasp it at all. On top of it, and I'm not mad about this part, but it's clout chasing. Why are you going after Tariq specifically? It's a million of them FBA niggas out here. Why you go at the biggest fish you can find?
The one with an actual track record of being outside.
Bro, this is about clout, bro. I'm not mad about that. I'm just saying it's like, because what I'm doing with Anton's about clout. But at the end of the day, I just don't understand what point he's making. You saying not to be divisive while you being divisive. You saying basically not to be disrespectful while you be disrespectful. I've never liked the FBA versus the ADO shit. I see a group of black people. Why not just everybody can't be together? Y'all niggas will find a reason to separate yourselves. You don't even need to do it no more.
I think that's his point. We're finding reasons to separate ourselves from ourselves. At the end of the day,
them niggas, like we said that already, them niggas do that themselves. Trigger Mike don't consider himself the same as me and Jay Prince. He consider himself an African nigga.
That's what I'm saying. So when we talk about FBA, what do white supremacists do? They other themselves from other people. We're white. You're not. They don't care about foundational white American.
And you think that that's divisive and racist?
Yeah, of course.
No.
Why are you showing the prejudice against your own?
It's not divisive and racist to be tribal. That's how I feel.
Tribalism is okay. I'm not sitting to talk about tribalism. I'm talking about the talking points that FBA use is based off of white supremacy talking point. It's pretty much the same. At the end of the day, when you got people walking up on you like a ICE, who see you as who can literally walk up on you as a black man, don't know that you're a black American, and ask for your papers. They don't care about you being ADOS. They don't care about you being FBA. They only can see that your skin is black. That's all they see. They don't see anything else. They're not going to be able to differentiate anything else. I think that's what he's talking about. You sitting up trying to other yourself from black America, black people as a whole, just because quote unquote your lineage is from here. But based on the systems that's against black people as a whole, your FBA-ness is not going to help you. Your ADOS-ness is not going to help you. You're still black, or brown, or light skin, like my light skinned brother on here. It don't matter. They don't see that. They don't care about your quote unquote lineage. They don't care how long you've been here in America. You still a nigga. Period.
I agree. And Darrell, that's why I agree with your original premise that the whole argument between them is dumb because, again, other than the specific policy when you're talking about history, American history and a specific reparations policy, there's no reason. Then almost you're going against what this country was supposed to be, which our fellow Black Americans built to make this country be a fucking melting pot. Not just a collection of segregated demographics. I mean, so I don't know, man. Like sometimes they just you mix up the internet loudmouths with the broader message, and then you get that guy.
All right, so who's ready for the Jeffrey Epstein reaction official? Did you guys see the?
Please, let's get to it. Please, let's get to it.
Did you guys see this? The 2-hour video that was released.
Boy.
The banning.
Did you read some of that shit? Did you read some of that? Oh my God.
Nope.
Oh my God.
Fresh reaction for me.
No, I'm talking about. Did you read some of the files though?
I'm just not diving into all of this.
And Larry Duncan, why do you want to know who I am? Why you want to know who I am, sir? Mrs. Puff, that's who I am. I'm like, I'll send you some of the stuff that was in the files where your president was checking, using his fingers to check, women's vajayjays and stuff. That's why he used to openly say you can grab him by the pussy. Yeah.
Yo, did you see we just call him Andrew now, no longer Prince. That photo of him on all fours on that girl.
Oh, you didn't see?
That's
did
why
you see the video?
Andrew now. It's not Prince Andrew, it's just Andrew.
I was like, did you see the videos of the little girls in the little skimpy outfits that worked at the actual island? Little bitty girls in the skimpy outfits. And I'm talking about literally a grown woman supposed to be wearing this outfit. Little girls. It's so disgusting.
Thanks for letting me chop it up with you guys. I gotta head out, man.
All right. Thank
you so much. Peace.
Peace, brother. All right.
I wouldn't be caught dead as Anton's wife. Don't try me.
I'm trying to think that I want to do this in a separate video or not.
You might want to.
No, I kind of want to just get through it, to be perfectly honest.
He said
No.
trans, yeah. I transform into a lady. I always been a lady, and I'm gonna transform into another lady. Bitch.
I'm going ahead and ban him because I don't need those distractions, bro. We're trying to make content. I'm going to ban him out the chat. You can go ahead and get past that. I'm going to Steve Bannon. I got the video, but I want to get more information. Steve Bannon, Jeffrey Epstein interview. Tell me everything. At least that's what I believe this is. Let's fuck it. Let's start it.
Walk me through the Santa Fe Institute. What was it about the time at the math? And this was in the late 90s. So they're not going to hear me on this part, right? We're going to do it both ways?
It will not be on the video, but we do have it recorded.
Fine. Remember, when you're answering on these questions, I'm not in the shot, and they're never going to hear my voice. So a little bit, you got to repeat in your answer, you got to repeat what my question was.
Oh,
a little bit.
Okay.
Santa Fe Institute.
All right, so I got more information about it. It says that Steve Bannon conducted a roughly 2-hour interview with Jeffrey Epstein around 2019, which was just released by the Department of Justice on February 2nd, 2 days ago, 2026. Steve Bannon reportedly has about 15 hours of total audio from his conversations with Jeffrey Epstein, or I guess we can just start calling him J.E. They don't like his name in the algorithm. But anyway, let me keep going.
Why, when you're at the top of your game on Wall Street, do you decide to finance, which was at the time, or endow, or become the donor or sponsor, however you want to say it, for what was considered the most cutting edge group of mathematicians in the world? Action.
So Santa Fe Institute in the late 80s, early 90s, I was interested, I was on the board of Rockefeller. So that starts, Rockefeller, it's university formed by John D. Rockefeller to sort of give back to the community. It's east side of Manhattan, except it was old. It was sort of old fashioned. They were talking about medicine, and medicine by itself was again subject to the ideas of science. They were trying to use science to find cures for disease. And I said, no, we need.
Was Jeffrey Epstein a doctor? Or was he just somebody invested into medicine? I always wonder how the fuck did Jeffrey Epstein get his money? I always wonder that. All right, cool. So I got my script. Let me go get it. Shout out to Nate and shout out to everybody that donated today too. All right. Let's take a look at this. The Department of Justice just slow the fuck down. The Department of Justice just released footage that has the entire internet shook. A nearly 2-hour interview between Steve Bannon and Jeffrey Epstein that was recorded again, like I said earlier, in 2019, but never saw the light of day until now. I've never seen this interview, but allegedly this interview is very wild. Steve Bannon will be asking Jeffrey Epstein if he is the devil, literally. Epstein will complain about his jail conditions. They will exchange Christmas gifts. And the whole documentary that was supposed to rehab Epstein after his conviction. Again, this video was after his conviction. Again, I've never seen this video. This isn't, I'm not going to say anything bad about Steve Bannon as of yet. But that nigga might need to go to jail. That's on, man. You know, let's keep going.
We need to do something different. We need to start interdisciplinary work. In most,
how did a schmuck like you get on the board of Rockefeller? What year was that?
I don't remember. Late, I think 89 or 91.
So that's one of the most prestigious research places in the world, correct?
Yes.
Okay. How did a guy like you get on the board of a blue blood, internationally known, hard research, Nobel Prize winners all over the place? How do they pick a guy like you, a trader from, or basically some guy from Bear Stearns?
Good question. So I was asked to be on the board of Rockefeller. And I think I was on the board of Rockefeller. There was a money manager who said, Rockefeller needs someone with financial expertise because the university is growing and there's lots of new things. You have to, again, we go back to the original discussion the last time.
So was this nigga not signed to, I'm too high. Was he a part of the Rockefeller board? I'm assuming the Rockefeller Foundation, which is owned by the Rockefeller family. It makes me think, were they a part of the sexual transaction shit with the kids?
Yep.
They calling it. You think them niggas was buying kids and they billionaires?
Yes.
Rockefeller.
Yes. Yes.
So there's a rumor that Jeffrey Epstein is alive. Do you believe that?
No. They had to off him because he was gonna talk too much. He was literally, before he passed, he was literally gonna tell it all.
He should have did that when he had the opportunity. Steve Bannon is going at this interview like he's a fucking corrupt police officer forcing a witness to say certain things. Very uncomfortable.
Talk about how's a schmuck like you, like Steve Bannon. You in the files too, so I don't know why you sitting up trying to interview a man. And you know better. What you talking about?
And to have 15 hours of conversation with this man on camera, why? Why would you need to sit down with a convicted sex offender for 15 hours straight? Well, you know what? Do y'all, Trump and Trump supporters.
Up until the mid 80s or sort of early mid 70s, the most important thing was your name. If you were Rockefeller, you already were considered to be brilliant. If you were head of General Motors, it was your reputation. It was who you knew, who your family was, what was your character. And then in the mid 70s, basically, if you remember, you probably had a calculator. It was very advanced in those days to have a Texas Instrument calculator where it could, by putting in the numbers, it would multiply for you to do square roots. And that was the first, and everyone who had a calculator was already advanced on Wall Street. A simple almost like your accountant. The most important parts of business were really now going to calculations. So it's not only mathematics, but it's things that could be calculated. Reputation couldn't be calculated. I could give you, are you a 10 on a reputation scale, an 8? What does it mean to have a measurement of your reputation? We'll get to that later.
I feel like reputation can be calculated. They're literally looking at Trump and how people don't like him, and there's a percentage for that. I forgot the name of that percentage, but I know Trump shit is at an all-time low. That's a fact. But it is what it is. I don't think Trump. Well, I don't know. I think Ronald Reagan is still the worst president of all time, but fuck it. Maybe Donald Trump is going to blow him out the water with this one.
But places like Rockefeller needed someone to say, look, we're entering a different world where numbers and the numbers of companies, portfolio management was going to be balanced. It was going to be statistical. Jeffrey, could you come on the board? Potentially sit on the finance committee, Nancy Kissinger and a bunch of other people. And David Rockefeller and I got along very well. He was this unbelievable human being. Respectful to everyone. He introduced his driver as his colleague, not his driver. He would never say, this is my driver. He said, it's my colleague. And David started to explain to me world politics. So David would say, Jeffrey, money is going to be sort of the most important things. People don't understand money. You seem to have this knack for money. I said to David, tell me about your life. What was the worst and the best part of your life? So David said, when I grew up, everyone knew I was a Rockefeller. They didn't know that my father told me he would not leave me a dime. No money. But every time we went out to eat, me and my 5 friends at school, they would leave me the bill. They would expect me to pick up the check because I was a Rockefeller. And he said,
I don't be believing these stories about rich ass families leaving their kids with nothing. I don't be believing that. Y'all are billionaires. Why on earth would your family leave you with absolutely nothing? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And why would your friends have the expectation to go out to eat just because they're with somebody who has money? That's like me saying, oh yeah, I'm out with Nate. She got a business. She paying for everybody's food. It's not the way that works, bro. But you know what? Let's keep going. Goofy ass. Entitled ass children. Child.
I was chairman of Chase Bank.
I'll be back, Darrel.
Okay.
Bank. And he said, I remember like it was yesterday, one of the headlines in Time magazine said, David, please fire yourself. So he thought that there was a world that existed in the.
All right, guys, I'm blow. I feel like I should do this video separately so I can get the actual cut scenes and like the actual reaction. I hate dragging videos along. I got some other stuff I can get into. My wife's about to get home soon. I'm gonna see y'all later. Maybe I'll do like a second stream later, but my wife's about to leave work soon. I gotta pick these kids up. I'm about to clean up. I'll see y'all later. Holla at me later, man. Peace.